We are live. Woo! Happy Taco Tuesday. Happy first day of summer. Summer is less than an hour old. Arrived at 4:13 a.m. Saw a fox walk by because I was just because I wanted to be outside just at 4:13 a.m. and for the solstice, so I was just standing by my car quietly. This fox walks like right by me and looks at me.
Yeah.
Like,
Was
hey
just
man,
one?
just one with a long bushy tail.
They usually run in twos out here.
This was one. And he's like, wait a minute, you're not supposed to be here.
Yeah, what are you doing here? Hey, what's going on here?
Yeah. And deer, I always see a deer or two. I saw like 6 on the way up Stone Oak Park.
Celebrating.
Yeah. First day of summer. Yeah.
We're gonna sacrifice the fox as soon as they catch him.
Yes. Sam Tobias, first guy in. Good morning.
No matter where you are, we are live anywhere on the iHeartRadio app. I'm Brian Gann, News Radio 1200 WOAI.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Pool season is here, but open roles got you underwater? Check out Indeed. Their powerful hiring platform makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
They say cockroaches can survive just about anything. At ABC Home and Commercial Services, we beg to differ. I'm Bobby Jenkins. When you see roaches in your kitchen, bath, or garage, call us. ABC will send a well-trained specialist to your home to track them down and eliminate them. Plus, our treatments are environmentally friendly for people and pets. With ABC's pest management services, cockroaches have met their match. ABC Home and Commercial Services, specialists for your environment.
Just call ABC Home and Commercial Services.
The most exciting jewelry buying opportunity is happening right now at Diamonds Direct. Pick any jewelry piece, pay nothing down, and get 5 years.
Tracy Bogert, welcome in.
Imagine that $4,000 eternity band for only $67 a month, or that $8,000 engagement for just $135 a month. You can finance 100% of the purchase price, even the tax. Don't miss this limited time opportunity for the lowest payments ever on fine jewelry. But hurry, this offer ends June 30th. Details, directions, and more at diamondsdirect.com. Approved by
Need an extra key for your home or business? Need a safe for valuables? Guaranteed Lock and Safe can help. There's a full-service locksmith shop that can handle your commercial, residential, and automotive needs. With a large selection of key and key accessories, padlocks, and safes, they have the solution you're looking for. They specialize in auto chip keys, and before you go to the dealership, stop by their store on Heatner, just past Fredericksburg Road at 10501 Heatner. Call them at 494-5500. 494-5500 is guaranteed Lock and Safe.
Research shows listeners don't like it when ads interrupt their music. So to help you remember that Liberty Mutual customizes home insurance, we made this ad optional. If you want to skip this ad, remove your left earphone. Liberty Mutual customizes home insurance, so you only pay for what you need.
If you're missing this informative ad, you must start wasting your cash.
It's the easy and smart way to save. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
This is it. Your last chance to win the new $15 million prize of a lifetime from Publishers Clearinghouse. There are just days left to enter to win $15 million on June 30th. So you must enter at PCH.com before it's too late. $15 million, all for you. But time is running out, so enter now at PCH.com. The $15 million prize of a lifetime. Don't miss your last chance to win it this June 30th. Enter now at PCH.com. Entries due 6/28. No purchase necessary. Prize paid at least $390,000 annually for your prohibited.
On the air, on the app, on the job. Check in while you work for the very latest.
I just leave it on all day.
News Radio 1200 WOAI. San Antonio's first news with Charlie Parker.
Good morning, America. How are you? Yeah, baby. Good morning and welcome into the 21st day of June, Tuesday, 13 days till the 4th of July. Did I mention that it's the 21st of June? Woo! Yes, it is. Today, the longest day of the year and the first official day of summer.
Summer kicked in at 4:13 a.m. officially.
And you were out enjoying it in the parking lot with a fox.
Yeah, I wanted to be outside, look up at the stars and the moon at the moment of the summer solstice. And this fox walks by me and says, "Hey, man, you're not supposed to be here." Gave me that look that a fox will give you.
Sly.
Yeah, and just kind of sauntered away from me.
That is Chris Duel. We say good morning to Brian Gann in for Charity McCurdy. Did you hang out with the fox outside before? No, you didn't. Me neither. Yeah, me neither. I didn't get the fox either as I came in, but there's a lot to get to this morning. It's another day and more revelations in the Uvalde school shooting investigation.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get into that coming up. Let's get traffic and weather.
On the west side of town, we do have some road construction that is in the process of being cleared. This is on Loop 410 northbound.
Feel bad for waking up Brian.
So expect delays if you're heading through that stretch. If you happen to see any traffic issues, give us a call on the traffic tip line. The number is 210-785-2601. I'm Sean and Nance, News Radio 1200 WO.
Mixture of clouds and sun today and tomorrow, highs in the upper 90s near 100 both days. And on Thursday, mainly sunny, highs in about 102, 80 right now. Well, it is the first day of summer, but it's really hard to tell when summer actually starts in South Texas because we've been 100 degrees for what? How many days now?
Quite a few.
Yeah. So when does the actual temperature change? I'm thinking we're going to be in the hundreds till maybe October.
Well, and again, all of these triple-digit temperatures happening before summer officially kicked in. And, as we know, late July and August are really, really hot months in South Texas. Going to be very interesting to see how this plays out.
Really hot months. Okay.
Yeah.
We've been going through a really hot month already. So you're saying it's going to get hotter?
I'm no meteorologist, but I play one on TV. I got a feeling. But again, it's the price we pay to have mild winters and to live in the beautiful, great state of Texas. So I'm okay with it. I can always find a pool. I can always find an adult beverage. I'll be okay.
In an air conditioner. You mentioned mild winters. It's hard to tell from last winter.
True. Yeah, Snowmageddon was 2 winters ago.
Was that 2 winters ago? It seems like
last
it was just
winter
this past winter.
No, I think Snowmageddon was 2 winters ago.
Oh, see, they just start running together after a while.
Yeah.
President says he may give us a gas tax holiday just in time for the 4th of July. That's coming up. Okay, Jeanette, where's my shit?
So I'm going to do the 20.
Yes.
If that's cool. And that'll be gas tax.
Yes. If Jennifer, well, if not, we'll do the cash contest here. It kicks off at 9:30. Come on, chick. Where are you?
Hi, I'm Elmer at Elmer's Heat and Air, and right now I'm looking for good plumbers, technicians, AC installers,
girl.
and customer service folks.
Why do we go through this every morning?
A lot of experience.
She sends me one right at 5 o'clock. Here we are at 5:15 and nothing.
To really care about doing the job the right way, to have a service heart towards a customer, you have to bring these qualities with you to the interview. Reliability, quality, honesty. If this is you, then I'm going to pay you more than average to start, because happy employees make happy customers.
To apply, go online to callellers.com.
America's Diamond offers
Come
our
on,
5-year, 60-month financing program every day of the year. You don't have to wait for a sale to get 5-year financing with credit approval, or
That's
wait for a sale
America.
to get our guaranteed America's Diamond price, because we treat everyone fairly and with respect every day of the year. For almost 40 years, we have designed and created our extraordinary diamond jewelry right here in San Antonio. When you buy an America's Diamond, your money stays in San Antonio. Our whole company is located here and locally owned. Our kids and grandkids go to school here. All 40 of our coworkers live and shop in San Antonio for everything. Through the years, America's Diamond has supported thousands of wonderful charity events in San Antonio. We're the official jeweler of the San Antonio Spurs and at the University of Texas at San Antonio Athletics. See our television program about diamonds and jewelry tonight on ABC KSAT 12 at 12:35 a.m. or see it right now at americasdiamond.com.
This is it. Your last chance to win the new $15 million prize of a lifetime from Publishers Clearinghouse. There are just days left to enter to win $15 million on June 30th. So you must enter at PCH.com before it's too late. $15 million, all for you. But time is running out, so enter now at PCH.com.
Another shooting.
The
Yeah.
Fatal shooting.
Yeah, you know, we call that Monday night.
Last chance to win it this June 30th. Enter now at PCH.com. Entries through 6/28. No purchase necessary. Price paid at least $390,000 annually. Void or prohibited.
Research shows listeners don't like it when ads interrupt their music. So to help you remember that Liberty Mutual customizes home insurance, we made this ad optional. If you want to skip this ad, remove your left earphone. Liberty Mutual customizes home insurance, so you only pay for what you
Haven't
need.
we been doing that driving with disability program forever? I see people
Yeah.
with disabilities all the time driving.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty.
If you suffer from ED, 15 minutes could change your life. Peak Performance for Men offers a revolutionary treatment called Focus Linear Compression Therapy. There's no pain, no needles, and no downtime. Now Peak Performance for Men is offering your first complete treatment free, a $600 value with qualifying protocol enrollment. There's never been a better time or a better deal to fix ED. Call San Antonio's only trusted Focus Linear Compression Therapy provider today at 830-410-8181.
Just ahead of headlines, traffic and weather together. Well, Russia can't guarantee that American vets won't face the death penalty. We'll have more on that coming up at 5:40. But today, the first day of summer, also the first day of the inflation vacation. That's right, your chance to win $1,000. First chance at 9:30 this morning. We'll give you the words, and all you do is go to WOAI.com and submit that word. Each hour, we will give away $1,000 from 9:30 this morning till 5:30 this evening. And all you have to do is listen to win. It's that easy. And with $1,000, you might even be able to fill up your car.
And what's cool about it, somebody wins $1,000 each hour. It's not like you put your name into the hat each hour and hopefully by the end of the day you can win. No. Somebody is winning $1,000 each hour. That's a big deal.
It is a big deal. Once again, right before the news at the bottom of the hour, beginning at 9:30 this morning, running until 5:30 this afternoon during the Joe Pag Show. We'll give you the word. You get that word, you go to WOAI.com and submit it. You win $1,000 and you get a vacation from the inflation. Kind of like that. Brian, what else is going on?
All
right, this is you.
Okay, so
I'll do traffic and weather, and then you take it.
yeah, and I'm going to tease flashback, and then I get out with the Fox Business Report.
Correct. You are correct, sir.
You are correct. Hi-oh. I loved Ed McMahon.
So did I, man.
He was so
I
great.
love Johnny Carson. That whole show
Absolute
was
brilliance.
great.
And Karnak, hermetically sealed in a mayonnaise jar outside Funkin' Wagnall's porch since noon today. No one knows the contents of these envelopes, but you, with your mystical and borderline crazed power.
Numbers 210-785-2601. I'm Sean and Nancy, Radio 1200 WOAI.
Mixture of clouds and sun today and tomorrow, highs in the upper 90s, near 100 both days, and on Thursday, mainly sunny, highs 102. 78 right now.
If you love what you're driving, you'll love Cambridge Auto Center for all repairs and maintenance. Visit CambridgeAuto.com for appointments.
Welcome in on this first day of summer solstice, officially a little over an hour ago at 4:13 this morning. It is San Antonio's first news. I'm Chris Duel, along with Mr. T, Tim Merryman. Brian Gann is in for Charity McCurdy, your Soundscape stylist. Jeremy Kolak, all excited about the Elvis movie dropping on Friday. Jeremy has declared it Elvis Week. Charlie Parker coming up in the next hour with his commentary, a comedian getting an honor from the Kennedy Center. He'll talk about that, tell you who that comedian is. And just after the bottom of the hour, we'll go back in time. Flashback brought to you by Brown Chevrolet. Now, Tim and Brian, President Biden says he's deciding on a couple of things, and he hasn't completely decided yet, but he is considering a suspension of the federal gas tax that would save customers and Americans about 18 cents per gallon. He's also deciding on student debt, which the pause on student debt runs out on August 31st. He's deciding on whether or not to extend that. First, the federal gas tax suspension at about 18 cents per gallon. Tim, I think at this point, do whatever you can. We'll take any help we can get. I know some economists are calling it a gimmick and say you're going to have to, turn that around and bring it back at some point anyway. But at this point, give us help and do whatever you can do, is my opinion.
Yeah, 18 cents would be a little help. But my question is, no, it's a temporary thing. Where are they going to get the money that gas tax, provides infrastructure for roads and stuff? Where's that money going to come from once the pause on the gas tax? We got to make up that money somewhere.
That's true. Yeah. Brian, did you have something? Yeah. Yeah. I think we're all overtaxed. I think we need to, we need to streamline where that money is coming from. But obviously, infrastructure is a big deal. And a lot of this money goes, Tim, as you mentioned, directly to infrastructure. So it's certainly something that we got to figure out. But that's what Congress's job is to do. Capitol Hill, the president and Congress, figure out another way to distribute that money.
And Republicans don't want this gas tax holiday because right now this is a good thing for the midterms. With gas prices being as high as they are, it's a great thing for the midterms for the Republicans.
True. Yeah. So pretty much every analyst I'm listening to says Democrats are poised to be annihilated in these midterms. And the biggest factors are, gasoline prices, inflation. It's
economy.
Yeah, it's the economy, stupid. Yeah, that's it. Bill Clinton's team came up with that one back in 1992.
No, you cannot. Yeah, you cannot. There are no more value menus.
All right, student debt, and I've got mixed emotions on this. On one level, if you're a college graduate, and I know student debt can be crushing, but you entered into this agreement. So, that it's kind of one of the first things you learn as an adult. And a lot of people need to get student loans to go to college. I get it. Again, it's the economy, stupid. Everybody needs relief. So to pause student debt, I get it. But to fully eliminate it, I'm not sure that's the right way to go either.
That's a big loss. Yeah. Amen.
Yes. Yeah. And what message does it send?
Yeah.
It's a great point. It's a great point.
Can we get that done?
And what message does it send? If that debt is forgiven, are you going to say, well, I also entered into this agreement with a credit card company.
Exactly.
Can you forgive that debt as well, please?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And doesn't the price of college go up after that again because they got to make up that hole?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just an endless cycle. But the president will decide on student debt and the gas tax holiday coming
Real quick, are you for the holiday from the gas tax at 18 cents?
At this point, I'd take it, yes. And then let's figure out what to do next. But I think any relief for American citizens and consumers at the gas pump at this moment is a good thing. How about you?
Yeah, I'll take the relief, but I think I don't either. 18 cents a gallon. Look at that, $3.59. So we're talking $3.41 a gallon, or $4.41. $4.41. Am I on $3 a gallon? Where am I living last year?
Right. It's not going to make a big difference, but I think every little bit helps. We need a lot of relief here. Coming up, it is the Fox Business Report. You're listening to San Antonio's First News on News Radio 1200 WOAI.
I'm Charles Payne, and this
Okay,
is
Brian
the
surprised me.
Business
Me too. Yeah.
It's like I was not expecting
Well,
that.
and the first time I heard
I know.
like a syllable, so I thought,
Yeah.
okay, he wants in. I need to.
Markets were closed Monday for observance of Juneteenth. Bitcoin's price topped the 21,000.
Hector Gomez, good morning.
Other cryptos also gained in early trading. Investors are trying to determine if the recent setbacks were temporary or the start of a collapse in the industry. JetBlue is boosting its offer for Spirit Airlines. It's now offering $33.50 a share. It previously was offering $31.50.
What do you think if Russia
Spirit
sentences
previously
these
had a
guys
deal
to
merge with
death?
Frontier.
What kind of
Oh my God.
retaliation? Are we in World War III?
Well, and again, they're saying it's separatists. So they're and again, that's probably bullshit.
Yeah.
But they're able to say, hey man, this isn't the Russian army. These are separatists. This is another faction fighting that's holding these guys and may put them to death.
Yeah, I don't believe
But see, I think it's incumbent upon Putin to avoid
fucking
an
with us.
escalation.
Fucking with us.
Yeah. As it would be if the roles were reversed.
Yes.
Yes. If we were in an armed conflict in Iran or Iraq or wherever, and Russians were being held by American supporters, we would have to find a way to guarantee that those Russian soldiers were not executed. But yeah, it's a huge question.
Yeah. All right, Darren, you're gonna have to talk to that fucking chick over there, man. Send me one and not send me another one. Come on.
2022 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Buy your tickets now at AXS.com.
Market volatility at an extreme high, this is the perfect time to get serious about your financial future. I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth. Now, I'm not talking just buying a stock and crossing your fingers. I'm talking about getting serious about your financial future. Working with a financial fiduciary who will teach and educate you on your options. An advisor who has the heart of a teacher and has many investment options available. You may already be working with a fiduciary, and that's okay. We'll provide an honest second set of eyes. The Trajan Wealth team consists of tenured professionals who will always have your best interest in mind. While other advisors sell, our advisors educate. While other advisors complicate, our advisors simplify. This is why the majority of our clients come from other financial advisors. If you're ready for a change, we're ready for you. Call 210-985-3100, 210-985-3100, or visit
Chris, you will be going first today.
trajanwealth.com.
Woo!
I will be going second, and we'll leave Brian with the leftovers.
Hi, I'm Elmer at Elmer's Heat and Air. And right now, I'm looking for good plumbers, technicians, AC installers, and customer service folks to join our team. You don't have to have a lot of experience. We can teach you everything you need to know. We have a training center, but I can't teach someone to really care about doing the job the right way, to have a service heart towards the customer. You have to bring these qualities with you to the interview. Reliability, quality, honesty. If this is you, then I'm going to pay you more than average to start, because happy employees make happy customers.
To apply, go online to callelmers.com.
We're in the most active season of the year right now, and hip pain, knee pain, back pain, shoulder pain sucks the fun right out of living. I'm Charlie Parker with fantastic news. QC Kinetics is helping people get the fun back. Advanced regenerative treatments. Regenerative medicine, basically taking growth factors with healing properties from your own body and putting them into your aching joints. And it's done by local medical professionals. This exciting in-office non-surgical treatment can repair and restore damaged tissue in your joints. No surgery, no drugs, no downtime. And patient satisfaction reports are incredible. Call QC Kinetics now to learn more about regenerative medicine. Get a free in-office consultation. 210-571-0318.
Yeah, well, guess what, chick? You missed it.
571-0318. They're in Hollywood Park and Westover Hills. 210-571-0318.
It's hot, it's humid, it's Texas. You know we're in for a long, hot summer. Colin Ryan for American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Be back to hot Texas sun once and for all with the cool, clean home comfort of American Standard. Consumer testing says American Standard is one of the best, but your family comfort means the most. It's that important, and it's what we do in Texas. Stay cool this summer. Peace of mind is everything in this business. Comfort the way you like it. AmericanStandardAir.com. This is Mark Sinowski for Mark
I just put the second one in. She finally sent me the long one at 5:28. She ain't fucking bright, man.
Special money. We at Mark Sinowski Jewelers have the solution. All of us have stuff laying around in our drawers. That's money right there, and it isn't doing you any good. There's probably an old high school ring, an anklet, or a necklace you wore when you were a child. A ring Aunt Sally gave you that you never wore. And all together, it becomes real money. Bring it to us, and you'll get real money for it. At Mark Sinowski Jewelers.
At some point, we should probably talk about it just because we can kind of have fun with it. This jersey patch announcement. Tom Osborne says it will be a tech credit company. I think what we can have fun with is,
I know the name of this thing too because it's what they're going to name the AT&T Center.
Oh, really?
I believe.
Okay.
Have to think about it.
So we can talk about, what other
HEB.
What would be cool versus we're so glad it's not. Yeah, the adult megaplex, that wouldn't be a good fit. Or would it?
A porta potty.
Yeah. Depends.
Yeah,
there's some jersey
want,
patch sponsors.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Yeah.
Traffic is moving at posted speeds all across town currently on the west side of town.
Body Solutions. It would be wrong of us to mock Body Solutions.
Lose weight while you sleep.
Right.
Hey, if you don't eat 3 hours before you go to bed and you used to, you will lose weight.
But man,
I know.
Harry Siskin for a while though.
I'm telling you, dude.
Living large.
You know who does not like him anymore? Who can't stand him? Mike Hermes. Boy, him and Mike Hermes had falling out. Yeah, these are buddies, man.
Charlie and I were at his the sentencing for
Harry.
Yeah, it was at the federal courthouse downtown. Yeah. I mean, he was always good to me, and I thought it was the right thing to do. Connie Chambers, welcome in. John Williams.
Parents of children who were killed in last month's school shooting in Uvalde want the school district police chief to resign. At an emotional school board meeting last night, parents and other members of the community called for Chief Pete Arredondo to step down.
We're angry that they're trying to cover up a lot of things and trying to hold us back from speaking. Also, just that they should have just gone in there and done their job.
Meanwhile, a new report is out this morning saying the first officers that responded to the school shooting were equipped with rifles and shields, but did not try to confront the gunman. Mark Mayfield reports.
According to the Texas Tribune, surveillance footage shows the officers had access to ballistic shields along with at least 2 rifles within minutes of arriving at Robb Elementary, but made no attempt to enter the classroom where the gunman was located. During this time, school police chief Pete Arredondo reportedly called a dispatcher and said he did not have the firepower to approach the shooter. The shooting lasted 77 minutes before a border patrol team entered the classroom and killed the gunman. I'm Mark Mayfield.
About 8 hours of testimony yesterday in a state house committee hearing into the Uvalde school shootings. Uvalde resident Daniel Myers says residents want answers.
19 innocent children taken from officers that signed up for the Johnson Run. Red lights, green lights, strawberry wine. A good friend is mine. Follow the stars.
It's irritating and it's frustrating. Yesterday's testimony included several people, including Uvalde CISD officer Adrian Gonzalez and Uvalde Police Chief Daniel Rodriguez. The Texas School Safety Center in San Marcos will be conducting intruder tests of the state schools starting this fall. Following the Uvalde school shooting, the governor instructed the center to conduct the test by the end of the summer. A Texas 5-year-old is dead after being left inside a hospital.
They were involved in firing and shelling our military personnel. They were endangering their lives.
Gonzalez says the mother and her 2 children returned home from running errands for a birthday party yesterday, but only the mother and older child exited the vehicle.
Obviously,
how does that fucking happen?
a child's body heat goes up 3 or 5 times faster than for adults. So after about 104 degrees, a child could suffer heat stroke.
Temperatures neared 100 degrees in the area. The mother said the 5-year-old usually unbuckled and opened the car door himself. This time, however, he didn't. Officials are warning parents to look before you lock, meaning always check the back seat before you lock the door. Joy Bergen, News Radio 1200 WOAI.
Texas is getting $2 million in federal funds for research on ways to protect the state's water supply. Congressman Lloyd Doggett says the climate is having a big impact on the state.
We, of course, are living with the consequences of the climate crisis, with parched fields in the drought, with dried out riverbeds, and in wildfires that have been blazing across not only the West, but here in Texas as well.
Researchers at the Meadows Center for Water and the Environment in San Marcos will look at several of the threats facing the state's water supply and look for solutions to those problems. The head of the Via Metropolitan Transit says the agency has plans that will boost ridership and improve public transport in San Antonio. Via President and CEO Jeffrey Arnn says while voters approved an additional sales tax to finance a number of mass transit projects starting in 2026, federal pandemic relief money is allowing Via to get a head start on parts of its Keep San Antonio Moving plan. The $38 million plan includes an advanced rapid transit system and an enhanced bus system. Coming up on 5:37 now with breaking crime news from around the country.
Crime news, everybody.
Crime alert, I'm Nancy Grace. Breaking crime news now. Jessica Cantu tells Texas cops her tot girl pulls the trigger on a gun and kills herself. But now an autopsy shows the 2-year-old little girl, Jules, could not have shot herself in the head. The 35-year-old mom now charged with endangering a child. More charges expected. A 30-something-year-old woman driving a stolen car refuses to pull over for Kansas cops. There's a chase. 17 minutes later, the driver's caught when the car runs out of gas. For this crime alert, I'm Nancy Grace.
Okay, open wide. Good to see you've been flossing. What's on your chest? Oh, that's just my lentil soup. It was supposed to be here an hour ago. I'll say it's unprofessional.
There you go, Sam.
If food shows up on time as ordered. Yeah, it really burns me up too. Oh, the soup. Oh, hold my crackers. I'll go get the lead apron.
Some food just doesn't work at work, but EasyCater just does. Food for work on time and as ordered from over 85,000 restaurants. Order 24/7 at EasyCater.com.
Traffic and weather together coming up in a minute. But first, a check of your money and the world of business. We say good morning to Ed Corey live at the Bloomberg News Desk.
Morning, Brian. Stock futures are rising in early trading. Following a pretty brutal week last week as investors saw a more aggressive Federal Reserve and rising chances of a recession, the Dow futures are up 492 points, S&P futures up 66. Overseas stocks in London up 0.8%. And the price of gold is down about $4.22 at $18.34 an ounce. Here's another reason to buy an electric vehicle. They can help your kids fall asleep faster. In a study of 2,000 parents in the UK with babies and young kids, 56% of those owning an electric vehicle say the children found it easier to nod off in their current car compared with a gas or diesel model. Right now, the Dow futures are up 491 points. Live with a Bloomberg Business Report, I'm Ed Corey on News Radio 1200 WOAI.
Thank you. No matter where you are, we are live anywhere on the iHeartRadio app. I'm Brian Gann, News Radio 1200 WOAI. Now traffic and weather together.
From the WOAI Traffic Center.
Taking a look around the area, currently traffic is moving at posted speeds all across town. Currently, no major accidents, stalls, or delays to report to you at this time. If you happen to see any traffic issues, give us a call on the traffic tip line. The number is 210-785-2601. I'm Shauna Nance, News Radio 1200 WOAI.
This report is sponsored by Napa Auto Parts. At Napa, when it comes to serving you, their motor never quits. From curbside and next day delivery on over 160,000 auto parts to getting involved with the local communities. That's Napa know-how.
Good morning and happy Tuesday and happy summer. We'll have a few clouds around
Happy summer.
this afternoon. Some scattered clouds.
Yippee.
Mostly sunny, high 100 degrees. Plus a 10% rain chance. Could see a shower late. Meteorologist Jeanette Calle is for
Yippee-ki-yay.
Report is sponsored by
Mother.
Indeed.com. Second half of the year looking busier than the first? Hire with Indeed. Their powerful platform makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates in one place. Sponsor a job and immediately get a short list of quality candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
At home, anywhere, in the car, anytime, everywhere. Just tell your smart device to play WOAI on the iHeartRadio.
San Antonio's first news on this first day of summer. Mr. T along with Chris Duel, Brian Gann in for Charity McCurdy. Up next, Flashback brought to you by Brown Chevrolet. Chris, you will go first. I will go second. We'll leave Brian with the leftovers today.
Woo!
That is coming up next. Well, Russian President Vladimir Putin's spokesperson or spokesman says he can't guarantee 2 U.S. military veterans captured in Ukraine won't face the death penalty. Now, as an interview with NBC, Dmitry Peskov says the men were involved in illegal activities and firing at Russian troops in Ukraine. Yeah, he wants them to be held accountable and punished. Do you think we'll get to that death penalty?
Oh, man, this would take things to a whole new level, obviously, between Russia and the United States. And I wonder, now, originally reported it was Russian separatists supporting the Russian effort who took these American veterans hostage. I wonder if, Vladimir Putin is kind of using that as a bit of a loophole, saying, hey, I can't control this, which we all know absolutely he could if he wanted to.
Yeah, he could do that. And the two men, Alexander Drucki and Andy Hunn, would they face the same fate as those two Britons that recently were sentenced to death in their efforts to help Ukrainians? Look, once again, whether you call them Russian separatists, Russian army, aren't they all fighting the same battle?
Yes, and you would think that Vladimir Putin would certainly have the influence one way or another if these fighters were sentenced to death to intervene. I think if the roles were reversed, Tim, if we were fighting a battle, if it was the United States, say, fighting in Iraq and, Russian mercenaries were held captive, I think it would be incumbent upon the Americans. Now, obviously, you could hold them if they were fighting against American personnel, but for the United States to sentence Russian mercenaries to death, you're creating an international incident with another superpower. I think if the roles were reversed, I don't think the United States would execute Russian captured soldiers in similar circumstances.
If Russia does execute 2 American veterans,
oh God,
that could open up a whole nother can of worms, because we would have to do something, wouldn't we?
We would have to retaliate. There would have to be a response, and certainly a significant response on behalf of the United States, I would think.
And now the third American who's gone missing in Ukraine has been identified. He's Marine veteran Heeson Kim. Was last heard from April 23rd and 24th. Now, we know the others have been confirmed as being held by the Russians, but Kim is still missing. So that does not look good.
Yeah. And, we talked about President Biden and his comments on student debt and the gas tax. He needs to make a statement here. You must ensure, Vladimir Putin, you must ensure the safety and well-being of these not only American citizens, but as you mentioned, Tim, American veterans.
Now, are they prisoners of war?
I would say so.
I would say
by definition.
But since they say it's Russian separatists and not the Russian army, they're saying that the Geneva Convention does not apply.
We should assert that it must apply.
Well, we need to make sure that we figure out what exactly is going on. We'll keep our eyes on this, and if more details come up, we will share them with you. But up next, it is Flashback. It is brought to you by Brown Chevrolet.
Think of everything you do to provide for your family. A home, food on the table, healthcare, vacations,
that was
and
painless.
saving for your kids' education. It's all
and a huge
military
question.
Well,
of what happens next if these guys are executed. Yeah.
Something has to be done.
Call the Term Life line now for the lowest possible rates on quality term life insurance. Term life rates are
all she wants to do is, look at this. We're running that R&R spot 30 seconds early.
See, we're trying to get a new audience. 30 seconds earlier.
No, it's only because I went out 30 seconds earlier, or it would have been right at 5:48.
Yeah, I didn't see Munoz yesterday.
He wasn't here with the holiday.
So I'm gonna talk. I'm see if he knows this.
I bet he doesn't.
Yeah. Probably not.
I guarantee he doesn't. He probably just runs it. Here's the hour.
Yeah.
And our lazy people just keep putting it in the same exact freaking time every freaking day.
8376.
Hi, this is Bobby Jenkins with ABC.
And if I move it around, they get all pissed off at me. Trust me, I've had those conversations many times.
You can get rid of them. Whether it's roaches, spiders, scorpions, or ants, ABC can create a pest control plan that's simple and environmentally friendly for people and pets. All of our ABC pest control specialists undergo a comprehensive background.
Hey, look, Tampa Bay won the game last night in the Stanley Cup.
Hey. So what? 2-1 now.
2-1.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the Astros won.
Yes,
so
they
it's
did.
beautiful.
Yes, they did.
363-080 and 18580.
I hate a train that won't train. Don't waste your time on that grocery store liquid. Call me, Wacky Zacky. The train opening
Wacky
machine.
Zacky.
How much do you charge?
Seriously?
$80 if we could open
Seriously?
it with a 30-foot drain snake. How often does that work? About 9 times out of 10. What about that 10th time? That's when the magic happens. Tell me. I'd love to, but I wasted all of our time.
So we're gonna try it again at 6 o'clock without me stepping on you.
Oh, see, yeah,
I
see,
have
you're
it- I
even
have it
ahead of
writ-
me.
I have it written down.
Got to remind myself.
I have them written down now, so hopefully that won't happen again.
Bound to happen.
Hey, come on. And 8:40, you get to do the John Decker intro.
Woo!
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Get a free copy of the new guide, Prostate Secrets, that pulls back the curtain on the prostate pill industry. Learn what is really in these pills. Which pill has over 987 adverse event reports filed against it with the FDA? It's shocking. Learn the one food to avoid that is a prostate killer, and discover the 3 so-called health foods that destroy your prostate. Get your free copy at prostatesecrets.com. That's
Oh, yes, it's
prostatesecrets.com. This free guide will show
so.
you how to end your prostate problems without drugs or surgery. 5 important things to do to protect
We could
your
do that
prostate.
Spurs patch thing at 6:10 if you want.
This guide
Yeah,
is
that'd be fun.
controversial and may be offensive to some readers as it pulls no punches. So go to prostatesecrets.com.
Sam telling us 79 days until the NFL regular season kicks off.
He is correct. I have it right here. 79 days. Opening night, Rams Bills, September 8th. Only 66 days until week 0 of college football.
Nice.
That would be Nebraska and Northwestern in Ireland.
Excellent. I can't wait for UTSA at Texas.
Something.
God, I would love the upset.
Take the points.
Yeah.
Because it'll be like 50.
Yeah.
Nobody does it better than R&R Auto Glass.
Wait, people are expecting this in about 5 seconds, Chris. They're going to come in the middle of it. I was waiting for the 548 segment. You know, that R&R Auto Glass thing.
They got a mobile service. They can come to you if that's what you prefer. UTSA senior and military discount. Ask them about the Duel deal. Off the already low price, and everything you need is on the website, rnrautoglass.com. Check it out, R&R Auto Glass.
Record inflation out of control. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please.
Keep up with what's happening.
Crime in our cities.
Come back a few more times today.
News Radio 1200 WOAI.
Kim Commando's daily tech update coming up before 6 o'clock. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Let's go. Oh, man. No. Oh, man. Oh, God.
Oh.
Wow. All 3 choices, Chris. Duel, 95, 96, or 97?
I am going to go 1995.
I will take 1997. We will leave Brian with the Charity McCurdy formula in 1996. I mean, ever. Really, ever.
Oh!
Way to go, Chris.
Shocker.
And I just really never, ever like that song.
I don't hear you play it. Yeah.
Well, congratulations, Chris. Brian, what else is going on?
Funny. Very funny.
I really hate that song.
Emotional school board meeting held last night. Supreme Court poised to give monumental decisions today or maybe Thursday. High Court could wait.
Sam, I slightly prefer NFL to college football, but I love both. He says, which am I looking forward to more? Or we?
I'm looking
NFL,
forward to football.
Yeah. Football.
Yeah, I'm just going to go with football. If high school starts first, I'll love that.
Yeah.
First football win.
More football is good football.
You have an accident reported on the northwest side on Vance Jackson near I-10, so expect delays there. If you happen to see any traffic issues, give us a call on the traffic tip line. The number is 210-785-2601. I'm Shauna Nance, News Radio 1200 WOAI.
This report is sponsored by Mako.
The uh-ohs are out there. Scratches, dents, unexpected natural events. But with Mako and their magic, your car is no longer tragic. So when life throws you uh-ohs, just say, better get Mako. And go to Mako.com to book your appointment today.
Mixture of clouds and sun today and tomorrow, highs in the upper 90s, near 100 both days. And on Thursday, mainly sunny, highs 102, 78 degrees. Coming right up, your Kim Commando Daily Tech Update. In 6 o'clock hour at 6:10, some Spurs news.
Yes.
Of course, we know the NBA draft is Thursday night, but you'll have to stick around and see what the Spurs news is. Charlie Parker's commentary coming up at 6:25. Jon Stewart receiving Kennedy Center honor for American humor. It was actually given to him back in April. We get to see it tonight. He'll tell you all about that coming up. But you want to see something cool on Friday. Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn will line up for the first time in 18 years.
Woo.
You won't need a telescope to see it. Now, Mercury will be the dimmest, so at times it may be tough to see Mercury. Planets will have their peak visibility on Friday, but if you have binoculars, you can see it earlier throughout the week. Experts say if it's cloudy, the planet still should be visible. Now, the best time is about 45 minutes to an hour before sunrise. So set your alarm. We'll remind you on Friday just to take your radio outside with you and watch it.
One of the perks of being awake at this time of morning is...
Wait, there's perks?
Yeah, this is the perk. You get to see a fox in the parking lot as the summer solstice hits, and you get to see an alignment of the planets at about this time on Friday morning.
About this time, Friday morning, but you can do it earlier in the week if using binoculars. Which I don't know about you. I keep binoculars on my back porch.
Are you a peeping Tom? What are
No,
you?
birds.
Birds.
Birds and other critters.
Okay.
You know, I live out in the country.
It's always fun to.
And I used to have to walk inside to get them, and I thought, well, that's stupid. I'm just going to put them right here on right next to my chair on the porch. So I sit there, and of course, it looks like I'm Mrs. Kravitz, watching all the neighbors. Yes, that's a Bewitched reference.
Yes. Mrs. Kravitz. Not enough Mrs. Kravitz references these days.
Plus, I watch anybody that drives down my street because I live off of a main road, so there's really no reason for you to be down my street other than you're up to no good or you're lost. So I always watch cars.
So you will come under the watchful eye of Mr. T if you venture into his neighborhood.
Yeah, my shift starts at about 10, and before 10, it's my retired neighbors that keep an eye on everybody's stuff, So
I'm a big fan of a neighborhood watch. Everybody keep an eye out. That's always a good idea.
It is always a good idea. All right, coming up in the 6 o'clock hour, Charlie Parker's commentary. Those were the days. Report responding officers had firepower shields to confront the Uvalde gunman. We'll get into that coming up in the 6 o'clock hour as well. But right now, here's your Kim Commando Daily Tech Update.
It's Google's worst kept secret.
Woo!
Is broken, and using it is more often
That
than not a complete
was
waste of
painless. We didn't hurt anybody. No blood was
Got
spilled.
out of there. Hour 1 in the books.
ever before. Visit T-Mobile.com/55 today.
Lots of good information.
Just search Twitter.
The planet alignment thing is on. You see, the planets are aligning on the day of the Elvis movie drop. It's cosmic. It's cosmic, I tell you. Thank you very much. By that man of Cadillac.
Make it a penguin.
Thank you very much.
Make it a penguin. And then add the word Reddit. This way, Google searches Reddit entries and returns something useful. Google's artificial intelligence still has the ability to determine what you're looking for, but it's having trouble balancing your search with all the ads that it's throwing at you. Google is losing the very thing that made it indispensable all these years. I post breaking tech news 24/7 at my website. That's commando.com with a K, of course. In life, you can count on three things: death, taxes, and your car breaking down. I can't do anything about the first two, but I trust CarShield to protect me against unexpected auto repairs. CarShield's protection plans are only around $100 a month and cover more parts than ever before, whether your car has 5,000 or 150,000 miles. When you need a repair, there's no paperwork or headaches. Just choose the mechanic to do the work, and CarShield administrators handle the rest. Plus, you can count on CarShield to help take care of you when your car breaks down and you're stuck on the side of the road.
Brian Gann is coming up with the latest headlines here. He is in for Charity McCurdy.
Reimbursement at no extra cost. Get coverage today. Lock in your price, and it will never go up at carshield.com/Kim or call 800
Ice, baby.
8888 to save 10% on your plan. That's carshield.com/Kim or 800-391-8888 to save 10%.
If you want to sell your ride, I'd do it now. All you gotta do is go to gimmethevent.com, put in your license plate number, put in the miles, attach a couple of pictures, and we'll get it rolling.
Sell us your car. Gimmethevent.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
How would you like up to a guarantee?
44 days to NFL preseason. That's a beautiful thing.
Up to 20%
Sam Tobias.
just for opening an account? That's right, up to 10% per year, and an upfront bonus just for opening an account. I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and if you have money dying in the bank, an IRA or a 401k, and you're concerned about the stock market, guarantee it, and give yourself the peace of mind that you deserve with your money. You worked hard for it. Allow it to grow up to
Welcome, Louisa.
per year for your retirement income with an upfront bonus of up to 20%. These are some of the highest guarantees that I've seen. Did I mention the upfront 20% bonus just for opening an account? Call Trajan Wealth to learn how. These are the highest guarantees that I know of, and you can't afford to miss it. With an up to 20% bonus just for opening an account, it's not going to last long. Call 210-985-3100, 210-985-3100, or visit TrajanWealth.com.
Guarantees are based on claim payability of the issuing insurance company.
If you have ankle dysfunction, you fix it. If you have car dysfunction, you fix that too. So how come when it comes to erectile dysfunction, most guys don't fix it? At Peak Performance, we
Time for an erectile dysfunction commercial.
linear compression therapy that offers no pain, no side effects, and no downtime. And right now, we're offering your first complete treatment free, a $600 value with qualifying protocol enrollment. Fix your ED. Call San Antonio's only trusted focused linear compression therapy
Gonna
provider today.
aim this camera in this direction because the microphone is on that camera. Just put my fingerprint on
The right way to have a service heart towards a customer. You have to bring these qualities with you to the interview. Reliability, quality, honesty. If this is you, then I'm going to pay you more than average to start because
this bud's for you. It's not a bud, it's a cup of coffee.
Go online to callelmers.com. There's only one shop I go to when it comes to repairing my cars. It's Cambridge Auto Center. Cambridge Auto Center been getting it done right for a very long time. It's a full service auto repair shop servicing all makes and models. Call them at 210-697-9600 or go online, cambridgeauto.com.
Bloomberg Crypto is the new daily podcast from Bloomberg and iHeartRadio that tackles everything from Bitcoin to Bored Apes. Each weekday, Bloomberg reporters and experts from every corner of the industry discuss the latest in cryptocurrencies and explore how it impacts our lives, our politics, and our culture.
How many machines would I need to buy, not that I will, to kind of mine Bitcoin effectively?
Like tens of thousands of machines.
Way more than I was expecting.
Listen to Bloomberg Crypto on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
From the Connecticut
Water Softener Studio, the last water softener you'll ever own. This is News Radio 1200 WOAI, San Antonio, an iHeart radio station.
New revelations into the Uvalde school shooting. Good morning, I'm Brian Gann, in for Charity McCurdy with our top stories and traffic and weather together.
From the WOAI Traffic Center.
Taking a look around the area, currently traffic is moving at posted speeds. We do have an accident reported on the northwest side on Vance Jackson near I-10, so expect delays there. If you happen to see any traffic issues, give us a call on the traffic tip line. The number is 210-785-2601. I'm Donna Nance, News Radio 12.
Good morning, Stephanie. Stephanie Aleman. Remember my pal Al Aleman? Are you too young to remember him? You might be just barely.
Yeah, I don't know.
He was a sportscaster on KMOL.
Oh yeah, like
Continuing to look into the shooting in Uvalde, and there are reports today that the first officers that responded were equipped with rifles and shields, but did not try to confront the gunman. Jacqueline Scott reports.
According to the Texas Tribune, surveillance footage shows the officers had access to ballistic shields along with at least 2 rifles within minutes of arriving at Robb Elementary School, but made no attempt to enter the classroom where the gunman was located. During this time, School Police Chief Pete Arredondo reportedly called a dispatcher and said he did not have the firepower to approach the shooter. The Tribune went on to say that a tool used to
You got to go,
doors
Pete.
was available to the officers in the early part of the shooting, but it was not brought into the building until an hour later. The shooting lasted 77 minutes before a Border Patrol team entered the classroom and killed the gunman. Jacqueline Scott, News Radio 1200 WOAI.
About 8 hours of testimony yesterday in a state legislative committee hearing into the Uvalde school shootings. Uvalde resident Daniel Myers says residents want answers.
19 innocent children taken from us. Officers that signed up for the job to run into the fire hesitated. We want to know why.
Myers told News 4 it was not right that yesterday's testimony took place behind closed doors after the committee went into executive session to take the testimony. The Texas School Safety Center in San Marcos will be conducting intruder tests at the state schools starting this fall. Eric Lycom reports.
Following the Uvalde school shooting, Governor Greg Abbott instructed the center to conduct the test by the end of the summer. Director Kathy Martinez-Prather says conducting intruder tests is more effective while classes are in session than during the summer when school's out. She says Texas has 1,200 school districts and more than 9,000 schools, and she has a staff of 65. She says she hopes to test 75% of the school districts in the coming school year. Eric Lycom, News Radio 1200 WOAI.
Now an update to breaking news from overnight. A man is dead after being shot on the city's west side in what police say may have been a targeted attack. The shooting took place just before midnight on Calabria near 36th Street. Police say a van was stopped at the light when a car pulled up next to the van and someone inside opened fire. The van was struck about 10 times, hitting the driver, who then pulled over into a nearby parking lot and later died. A 5-year-old child is dead after being left in a hot car for hours in Houston.
I just don't get it.
Sheriff Ed Gonzalez says the child may not have known how to get out of the car.
We believe this is a rental vehicle, so perhaps the child wasn't as familiar with it.
So if he doesn't do the gas tax holidays, considering a plan to send Americans gas gas rebate cards, you know, can't just keep giving money away, man. That's why we're in the trouble we're in.
War in Ukraine and increasing tensions with Russia. A Russian official says 2 captured American military veterans should be held responsible for crimes they allegedly committed while volunteering with Ukrainian forces. Our Brian Shook has that story.
Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov says the men
crime was you bastards invading Ukraine. That's the crime.
From in nearly 2 weeks, Russia's RT channel reports they were captured by Russian-backed separatists in the so-called Donetsk People's Republic. The State Department has said it is closely monitoring the situation. I'm Brian Shook.
WNBA star Brittany Griner remains held in a Russian
That's what we're
jail
going to do at
today
20,
for
okay?
being accused of
Brittany
bringing
Griner.
an illegal
Cool.
substance
The
into
latest.
Russia. Dmitry Peskov says even if Griner was trying to build a bridge by playing professional basketball in Russia, she still violated their laws.
It's also a terrible message.
You know, they have a point. She did violate a law, but come on, man. Hasn't she been there long enough? Let the punishment fit the crime, for God's sakes, man.
Back in February, when Russian authorities claimed she had cannabis oil in her luggage, they have continued to delay any type of move to get her out of jail, saying that she'll remain in jail until at least July 2nd. And on Wall Street, stock futures are surging today as Wall Street tries to recover from a brutal week. Dow futures are up about 500 points, which would be 1 2/3%. The S&P 500 and NASDAQ futures are also up. Of course, markets open a few hours from now. And more traffic and weather together, more San Antonio's first news coming up. No matter where you are, we are live anywhere on the iHeartRadio app. I'm Brian Gann, News Radio 1200 WOAI.
What makes me proud? Our mix of traditions and our sense of togetherness, celebrating our cultures, eating brisket and tamales.
For me, it's all about how we always put others first, like our healthcare workers that make up our community.
I am proud to be local, and I am proud to be a part of Community First, a local nonprofit health plan option that is made of people like me, that knows and understands the needs of our community. Community First.
Oh, by the way, you did not win the Powerball last night.
Proud to be your plan.
Did anybody win?
No.
Thank goodness. When's the next one?
$312 million tomorrow.
Yeah, I may reference that here.
If so, call ABC and let our landscaping pros cross that off your to-do list. Our landscape pros specialize in all projects.
And today's Mega Millions is worth 290.
Yikes.
But the Powerball is now. Let me make sure it is tomorrow.
License 363-080 M18580. When your AC breaks down, call Kettle. Digital Duncan works on every brand of air conditioner. When we hook up Digital Duncan, playtime is over. Digital Duncan doesn't guess. Digital Duncan knows what's wrong. When your AC breaks down, call Kettle.
Yep,
Digital
tomorrow.
Duncan works on every
Monday,
brand of
Wednesday,
air
and Saturday.
And we're at 312?
312. Don't know how we can get by on that, but yes. I mean, if we tighten up our budget a little bit, we could probably get by on $312 million.
iHeartRadio app, #1 for music, radio, and podcasts, all in one.
San Antonio's first news. Welcome into summer. The summer solstice is upon us. I'm Chris Duel, along with Tim Merryman, Mr. T, Brian Gann in for Charity McCurdy, and our Soundscape stylist, Jeremy Kolak, who has already pre-purchased his Elvis movie tickets for Friday, Tim, is what you're telling me.
Yes.
Which is a beautiful
I think
thing.
back in January he bought it.
Gotta love that. Lots coming at you. The Spurs are going to make some news today. We'll talk about that coming up. But first, how about some traffic and weather together?
Taking a look around the area currently, traffic is moving at posted speeds. We do have an accident reported on the northwest side on Vince Jackson near I-10, so expect delays there. If you happen to see any traffic issues, give us a call on the traffic tip line. The number is 210-785-2601. I'm Shauna Nance, News Radio 1200 WOAI.
Mixture of clouds and sun today and tomorrow, highs in the upper 90s near 100 both days. And on Thursday, mainly sunny, highs 102, 78 right now.
San Antonio's first news, Charlie Parker's commentary just moments away. He's going to talk about Jon Stewart receiving the Kennedy Center Honor for American Humor. Should be very, very intriguing. I think Jon Stewart, pretty deserving. Well, I like a comic, and I love a comic who talks politics and social commentary and talks about where we are as a people. And I think Jon Stewart continues to do that.
And does good things.
Very, very cool. So that's coming up from Charlie Parker in just a bit. Now, we know the NBA draft is Thursday night, and we know the San Antonio Spurs are going to do something big one way or another on Thursday night. They've got the number 9 pick in the draft, which is the highest they have picked since they picked Tim Duncan at number 1. So that's kind of a big deal. They've also got number 20 and number 25 in the first round. But they're going to make some news this afternoon. There's a 3:00 press conference at the AT&T Center. R.C. Buford.
Big trade?
Not a big trade, but trade will be involved as an economic trade.
Okay.
The Spurs are going to announce a new partner, and that partner is believed to be the new jersey patch partner, which for the longest time, since 2018, it has been Frost Bank. But Frost Bank is now a sponsor of the plaza of that new Spurs facility that's being built. So this will be reportedly a new sponsor we have not yet seen.
HEB finally.
You would think.
That would work.
HEB, Taco Cabana, Valero,
yeah.
iHeartRadio would be. I'd like to see the heart, the red iHeart. But it is being reported by Tom Orsborn of the San Antonio Express News. He says his sources say it will be a tech credit company.
So probably something we've never heard of.
Could be.
Okay.
And I just don't want it to be crypto.com.
No.
Because the Lakers,
yes.
the Staples Center is now crypto.com arena.
Yeah, we don't want that. What else do we not want?
Well, I think you don't want the adult megaplex. I think that sets a bad message. If the Spurs are wearing we're looking for sponsors for the Spurs, and they are a business around town. Not that I have ever been into one, but I don't think you want Depends diapers.
Oh no, adult diapers, no.
Although that is that's a product they sell at HEB.
And then make a lot of money selling those. Yeah.
You maybe don't want preparation H on that patch.
But A through G is fine, but not H.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I wonder what other preparations there were before we got to H.
And A was no good, B's no good, and all the way up. Finally H, we got something.
Yeah. But it's going to be very, very interesting. And of course, the Spurs have made a lot of news lately, bringing on new partners. I was thinking before I heard the report by Tom Orsborn that it's his source says it's going to be a tech credit company. I was thinking Dell Computers.
See,
Michael Dell, now an investor.
That makes sense.
He's now an investor in the Spurs. We know the Spurs are going to go play a couple of games up in Austin. Of course, the Austin Spurs, their G League team is up. And I thought that would have been cool. Dell Computers, it's tech. Michael Dell now on board. I was thinking that'd be a cool thing.
As long as it looks good, too. That's the other thing. The patch has to look good.
Yeah.
If it's some funky looking patch, you don't want that.
No.
No.
And I still fear, if you've seen the WNBA, well, of course, NASCAR has more ads all over the driver's gear than anything.
You think that's where we're headed?
Well, the WNBA, which of course is basketball, and of course there is an affiliation with the NBA. Some of their jerseys now are just like soccer, European soccer. It's just the sponsor. San Antonio FC has had just Toyota on their jerseys.
See, Toyota would be a good sponsor.
Toyota would be a very good sponsor. Yes.
The Tacoma's made right here in San Antonio.
Yeah, I'm just saying NBA, you're okay. I like it. I'm okay with one
subdued,
nondescript patch, but let's don't go crazy.
Well, look, if they could bring down ticket prices by making all the uniforms logoed out, I say do it.
Yeah, but they never would.
I know. That's the only way I'll sign on to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you could do that, I'm in.
But I'm such a traditionalist when it comes to I don't like new jerseys, although the Fiesta jerseys are cool. I still go back to Hemisphere Arena, silver and black, the home silver jerseys, black on the road, but those black road jerseys from the ABA days, the black jersey with the San Antonio.
Was in black with just the outline?
Yes.
Yes, I like
that. That is rumored to be, they're going to have a throwback jersey this year. We don't know this officially, but that is rumored to be a jersey the Spurs will bring back this season.
And can we just go back to the home team wearing white? Because I turn on a game and half the time, I'm not really paying attention to who's playing. and I tune it in, and I'm trying to figure out what teams are playing.
Yeah,
because I can't
and they
look at
all
the uniforms anymore.
And more now. And the Spurs were one of the few teams that on the road would wear black.
Right.
Back in the day. Now everybody does. I tune into a Minnesota Timberwolves home game, and the Timberwolves are wearing black.
Yeah.
The Phoenix Suns are wearing black.
They all want to be Spurs.
That was ours.
Yeah,
we had that first. We were silver and black.
Imitation is the finest form of flattery, Chris.
Exactly. So keep an eye on the Spurs. We'll have that for you as soon as it happens this afternoon. That press conference at the AT&T Center. 3:00 this afternoon, a New Jersey sponsor, not New Jersey the state,
no, thank God.
But a new sponsor for the Jersey patch will be announced. Lots more coming up, including Charlie Parker's commentary on Jon Stewart receiving the Kennedy Center honor for American humor, all coming at you at San Antonio's First News on News Radio 1200 WOAI.
I don't care what you say. That was good shit.
Woo!
You know.
Hi, it's Mr. G. Welcome to the first day of summer, which means you probably want to get out.
Lucinda Sullivan, good morning.
Without a great night's sleep, even harder without quality sleep.
Lucinda has a lunch date with Steve DiRocco.
Oh, really?
The two worlds collide.
Is it a match on?
Wow. I don't know if there's.
Hey, we're running a dating service as well.
Yeah, we should have a love connection segment.
And we'll do it.
Bring people
two
together.
and two.
Woo. I like it. Think of us as Chuck Woolery.
Why choose quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because every great day starts the night before. And now don't miss Sleep Number's lowest prices of the season with the Queen 360.
And Lucinda,
now
there's a chance.
$99, a saving of $200.
A little chance. I may crash the lunch. Steve DiRocco and Lucinda have said, come join us.
Where's it at?
At the Cracker Barrel, 410 near North Star Mall.
Seriously?
I didn't choose the it's their choice, not mine. Yeah, seriously. You don't want Cracker Barrel on the Spurs.
No, stay away from Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel. And isn't that name a little offensive these days?
For me, it is.
Yeah, I'm
it's like shooting crackers in a barrel.
Yeah. I'm a little offended by Cracker Barrel.
You bastard.
Like, we don't call something like Gringo Cantina. Just because a lot of white people eat there. Don't be calling it the Cracker Barrel.
Cracker?
So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds
Yeah, so I'm writing Cracker Barrel. So Adult Megaplex, Depends, Preparation Age, and Cracker Barrel on my list of don't want the Spurs patch.
Oh, God. What's the porta potty company?
Oh, Skiddo Can? Skiddo Can.
That's a no. I'm going to go no to that one.
And why skid? Skid marks? Why skid? Where did you come up?
Great question.
And once again, Lucinda shows up in here and Steve DiRocco
I don't think
at
that's
the same
coincidental.
time. Are they together in some undisclosed bunker?
You didn't say anything about them having a breakfast date, Chris.
Yeah. It's a lunch date, not a breakfast date.
It's the same thing with John Wayne Project.
When it comes to dependability, trust, and commitment to five-star service, nobody in Texas comes to the rescue faster than John Wayne.
Fast service only from John Wayne Service Company, your local home experts. Call or text 210-293-6700 or go to johnwayne.com.
I'm always in a hurry. You should be too. Call John Wayne Service Company for your next service call.
Not all the news these days is good, but knowing is not an option. That's why I turn on WOAI first thing in the morning. I keep coming back all day.
Real news in real time. News Radio 1200 WOAI.
Just ahead of headlines, traffic and weather together on this, the first day of summer. Coming up at 6:40, a report out. Responding officers had firepower shields to confront the Uvalde gunman. We'll bring you details on that coming up at 6:40. But today, beginning at 9:30, it's our inflation vacation.
Woo!
Very simple. Your chance to win $1,000 starting at 9:30 this morning through 5:30 this evening, and we'll do this until we run out of money. All you have to do is listen for a keyword. We'll give you that keyword. Then you go to WOAI.com and submit it. And you win $1,000. That's a tank or two of gas.
Yes.
At least.
And somebody's winning $1,000 every hour. It's not 1,000 for the day.
No.
It's 1,000 every hour. So my theory is you put your name in the hat often, you get more chances to win. I would do that every hour. To increase your chances of winning.
9:30 to 5:30. The first chance is today during the Glenn Beck Show, right before the news at the bottom of the hour, and we'll do this until we run out of money. So every weekday, Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 5:30, you're listening for a keyword. You get that keyword, you go to WOAI.com and submit it, win $1,000, and that's your inflation vacation. Brian, what else is going on?
Last night in Uvalde, where parents of children
Holmes High School, baby.
Yeah.
school shootings say they want the school district
A salute to seniors.
resign. A man's dead after being shot on the city's west side overnight. Police say it may have been a targeted attack. As many as 10 shots were fired at a van. And
Yeah, I'd
the
say
stock
that's pretty
futures are
targeted.
surging on Wall Street this morning as they try to recover for a brutal week. The Dow futures are currently up about 500 points. Now traffic and weather together.
From the WOAI Traffic Center.
Taking a look around the area currently, no major accidents, stalls, or delays to report to you at this time. On the northwest side, the accident we've reported on Vance Jackson Road near I-10 has been cleared. If you happen to see any traffic issues, give us a call on the traffic tip line. The number is 210-785-2601. I'm Sean and Ants, News Radio 1200 WOAI.
This report is sponsored by Integrity Roofing and Siding.
I'm Ronnie Suarez of Integrity Roofing. Reputation, value, and experience are key when selecting a contractor. Integrity Roofing are insurance claims specialists, so call us today at 340-ROOF or visit us online at integritysa.com.
Mixture of clouds and sun today and tomorrow. Both days highs in the upper 90s, near 100. Thursday, mainly sunny, highs 102. It's 78 right now.
Waiting time for summer. Get started on RM3. Available only at Red Mountain Weight Loss.
You are just minutes away from Charlie Parker, his commentary. Jon Stewart receiving the Kennedy Center Honor for American Humor. He was actually given this back in April, but tonight's our first chance to see it. He'll tell us all about that coming up in just minutes. And it doesn't appear that WNBA star Brittany Griner is coming home anytime soon. Now, there have been reports of high-level negotiations to bring her home, but apparently they're not going well at all. Now, according to Russian press secretary Dmitry Peskov, he maintains that Griner should not have brought an illegal substance into Russia. I see what he's saying, but did she?
Well, are you saying maybe it was planted on her? Do you believe this?
I
are
don't know. I was
charges?
not there, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But yes, hold her. If she did commit a crime, hold her until you can, work out some sort of release and, promise to reappear if you go to court. I'm not sure how their justice system works over there compared to ours, but she's been there for quite some time now.
And it's absolutely awful. And we've talked about this, Tim. She is a high-profile American, of course. She's easily the number one, number three. She's in the top 5 of the best female basketball players in the WNBA, I would argue, on the planet. And what's troubling, and Charity brought this up last week, the society in Russia, it's very, very white and very, very racist. Brittany Griner is an African-American lesbian. She's out. She's gay. That's common knowledge, and that is viewed with incredible scorn in Russia as well. So God knows how she's being treated in captivity.
Do you think she's a hostage?
It sure is getting closer to that. Yes.
Political hostage, maybe?
Yes, I think especially because of the war in Ukraine and the United States support of Ukraine and providing material and military equipment and more to Ukraine. I think because of that, Vladimir Putin and Russia are in no hurry to release Brittany Griner. It's just something they can further hold over the Americans.
And she did violate Russian law, according to them, but it should be noted Russia is well known for false prosecutions. So that does not look good. So we'll keep our eye on this story as well. And as the details come out, we'll have it for you right here on San Antonio's First News and right here on News Radio 1200 WOAI. Here's Charlie Parker.
Welcome to Tuesday, the first day of summer.
Okay.
Longest day of the year.
Now it's time to get after the fucking wing nuts and fucking Uvalde. Shit's starting to make me mad.
Yeah, me too.
Tonight is the night it will be televised for you. And
another day, another revelation. It's like every
and
day.
It's always worse. It's never a revelation.
No, it's never on the good side. Yeah. Now, if the parents of the survivors and the children who were killed in the incident want Arredondo out, why is he still there?
He's got to be out. And if I'm a parent of a kid who's alive and going to go to that school next year, I don't want that dude in charge of security.
How could that guy ever get to the job?
No.
Anywhere,
nor should he.
Comedy doesn't change the world, but it is still the bellwether. The long list of stars saluting Stewart that you'll see tonight include Jimmy Kimmel, Dave Chappelle, Steve Carell, Olivia Munn, and a performance.
Olivia Munn,
Bruce Springsteen,
former Aaron Rodgers significant other.
And PBS.org. As proof of his legend status, just consider the company he's now keeping. Previous recipients include Carol Burnett, the oldest recipient at 80, Tina Fey, the youngest at 40, Eddie Murphy, George Carlin, Jonathan Winters, Richard Pryor, Bob Newhart, Bill Murray, David Letterman, among the other 22. Congratulations to Jon Stewart, 23rd recipient of the Kennedy Center Mark Twain Prize for American Humor. Again tonight, PBS.org at 8 p.m. I'm Charlie Parker.
Color of your clothes, carbon dioxide, blood type, whatever the reason, mosquitoes love me and I can't step outdoors for more than a few seconds without seeing one hovering nearby. Hey, it's Charity. Aside from being a biting nuisance, mosquitoes pose a health risk. Think West Nile. Removing standing water near your home, applying...
Cody, welcome in.
We do so much. Fight back with ABC Home and Commercial Services. They offer a mosquito fogging treatment. Here's how it works. The ABC Mosquito Specialist will fog your yard using a powered backpack and eliminate mosquitoes all around your landscape. For a less than 5,000 square foot lot, fogging could be as low as $75 a month, depending on your landscaping. Take back your yard with ABC. Call them at 210-599-9500. 599-9500.
Make this the year you go to our iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com.
A weekend full of superstar performances, never seen before collaboration as once-in-a-lifetime moments you'll have to see to believe.
Friday, September 23rd and Saturday the 24th at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas.
Our 2022 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Buy your tickets now at AXS.com.
Let's not just say we love each other. Let us show the truth by our actions. Or, in other words, don't just talk the talk, walk the walk. Hi, this is Scott Barr, steward of Southwest Exteriors. Everything we do centers around our two core values, love and excellence. We don't just say it. Every decision we make and every step we take is guided by our desire to do our work with love and excellence. Our purpose on this earth is more than siding, windows, doors, and concrete floor coatings. Our mission is to transform lives by transforming homes for the glory of God. At Southwest Exteriors, we truly love what we do, and we strive for excellence in the products we offer and the way we install them, because excellence glorifies God. This is not just talk, it's our calling, and it's our privilege to serve you. To learn more, visit us at southwestexteriors.com. When you're ready to talk, contact us to schedule a complimentary, commitment-free consultation. Let us give you the look you love coming home to.
Kennel Health is now open in St. Cloud. We invite you to our grand opening of our Kennel Health Center at 122 St. Cloud Road in San Antonio on Saturday, June 25th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Come to our medical center and meet our providers. Enjoy complimentary activities including live music, raffles, and more at the new Kennel Health Center at 122 St. Cloud Road in San Antonio. We look forward to seeing you at our full medical center on Saturday, June 25th. Call us for more information at 210-460-0394. See you soon.
According to NHTSA, in 2019, more than 5,000 people were killed in crashes involving large trucks in the U.S. If you were injured in an 18-wheeler accident, contact Thomas J. Henry. To start your claim today, visit tgahlaw.com/radio, San Antonio, Texas.
I like to think of myself as something of an expert. An expert in what exactly? Cars, for one. I listen to Cambridge Auto Center's Under the Hood on WOAI every Saturday from 3:30 to 5 p.m. It's hosted by Terry Toller, the owner of Cambridge, so I'm pretty much an expert.
Well, I'm still going to take our car to Cambridge Auto Center. They're the best auto service in San Antonio, and their repairs come with a 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. 9823 Fredericksburg Road in San Antonio or CambridgeAuto.com.
Think of everything you do to provide for your family. A home, food on the table, healthcare, vacations, and saving for your kids' education. It's all good as long as you're alive, but it's only a drop in the bucket of what they'll need if you die without life insurance. Buying term life insurance is not something you can afford to put off. Call the Term Lifeline now for the lowest possible rates on quality term life insurance. Term life rates are at all-time lows, and we can save you up to 70%. If you already have coverage, you could be paying too much. One call could save you thousands of dollars. We have great rates for smokers, too, or if you have health problems. Providing for today is good, but it's not enough if you die prematurely. Call the Term Lifeline today for a free quote. Protect your family and see if you could save up to 70%.
866-549-TERM. 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 That's 866-549-8376.
I do Rose during Military Appreciation Month at Brown Chevrolet and Divine. For the best deals around, go see Brown.
This is News Radio 1200 WOAI, San Antonio, an iHeart radio station.
New revelations about the shooting in Uvalde. Good morning, I'm Brian Gann, in for Charity McCurdy with our top stories and traffic and weather together.
From the WOAI Traffic Center.
On the west side of town, we're getting reports of an accident working on Highway 151 eastbound at West Military Drive. It's going to have the right lane blocked, so expect delays. Also on the east side of town, we have a disabled vehicle blocking the right shoulder of I-35 northbound at Merryman. If you happen to see any traffic issues, give us a call on the traffic tip line. The number is 210-785-2601. And Sean and Ann's News Radio 1200 WOAI.
This report is sponsored by Staples Stores. Staples offers tech solutions and accessories for learners, small business, and remote workers, too. Right now, Apple AirPods Pro are only $199. You save $50. Offer ends $625 while supplies last. Limit 2. Explore the latest tech solutions at Staples, the working and learning store.
Your Weather Channel forecast calling for clear skies today. Look for a high in the upper 90s. It is clear and 77 now. News Radio 1200 WOAI. Parents of children who were killed or injured in last month's school shooting in Uvalde want the school district police chief to resign. At an emotional school board meeting last night, parents and other members of the Uvalde community called for Chief Pete Arredondo to step down.
We're more angry that they're trying to cover up a lot of things and trying to hold us back from speaking. Also, just that they should have just gone in there and done their job. Basically, they just didn't do their job.
The monthly meeting came just short of 4 weeks since an 18-year-old killed 19 children and 2 teachers at Robb Elementary. Meanwhile, a new report is out today saying the first officers that responded to the shooting were equipped with rifles and shields, but did not try to confront the gunman. Here's our Mark Mayfield.
According to the Texas Tribune, surveillance footage shows the officers had access to ballistic shields along with at least 2 rifles within minutes of arriving at Robb Elementary, but made no attempt to enter the classroom where the gunman was located. During this time, school police chief Pete Arredondo reportedly called a dispatcher and said he did not have the firepower to approach the shooter. The shooting lasted 77 minutes before a border patrol team entered the classroom and killed the gunman. I'm Mark Mayfield.
About 8 hours of testimony yesterday in a legislative committee hearing into the school shooting. The Uvalde resident Daniel Myers says residents want answers.
19 innocent children taken from us. Officers that signed up for the job to run into the fire hesitated. We want to know why.
Myers telling News 4 it was not right that yesterday's testimony took place behind closed doors. The committee went into executive session to take that testimony. Meanwhile, the Uvalde City Council will consider excusing its newest member from future meetings. Here's Andrew Greenstein.
Okay, come
According
on.
to the agenda of tonight's special meeting, the Uvalde City Council will consider granting a leave of absence to Councilman Pete Arredondo. Arredondo is the police chief of the Uvalde CISD and has been roundly criticized for his handling of the massacre.
Arredondo's got to go.
Left 19 kids and 2 teachers dead. He was elected to the city council prior to the mass shooting. He was sworn in privately.
And dude needs to leave the state of Texas. Go get you a job in Arkansas.
They don't even want him.
And probably change your name.
That is probably going to have to happen.
Yeah.
Peter Arredondo was elected by the people in his district. So it's up to his district.
Yeah, see,
It's up to Mr. Arredondo.
the officers are going to testify, just not him.
Or if it's for all of his other duties as councilman.
Andrew Greenstein reporting. Now an update to breaking news from overnight. A man is dead after being shot on the city's west side in what police say may have been a targeted attack. The shooting took place just before midnight on Calabria near 36th Street.
Calabria, that's our neighborhood. Not at 36th Street.
No. Although I spent some time over there.
Was hit at least 10 times. And some of the shots hit the driver, then pulled on to a nearby parking lot. And
Yeah, another man shot on Foster Road.
Yeah.
Moon Rock near
Yeah.
Foster Road.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
For several hours outside of a Houston
It just, it used to, you know, it used to be a big thing when somebody shot somebody. Now it's like, another one. Another
like
one.
you said, that's what we call Monday.
Yeah, another one. I just don't understand the hatred that is in everybody's hearts right now. It just makes no sense.
A child's body heat goes up 3 or 5 times faster than for adults. So after about 104 degrees, a child can suffer heat stroke.
Temperatures neared 100 degrees in the area. The mother said the 5-year-old usually unbuckled and opened the car door himself. This time, however, he didn't. Officials are warning parents to look before you lock, meaning always check the back seat before you lock the door. Joy Bergen, News Radio 1200 WOAI.
Gas prices are down slightly this morning. AAA says the average price statewide today sits at
Okay.
$4.63 a gallon, down 2 cents from yesterday, down 5 cents from a week ago. It is still nearly $1.90 more than a year ago. The head of Via Metropolitan Transit says the agency has plans that could boost ridership and improve public transportation in San Antonio. Eric Lycum reports.
Via President and CEO Jeffrey Arndt says while voters approved an additional sales tax to finance a number of mass transit projects starting in 2026, federal pandemic relief money is allowing Via to get a head start on parts of its Keep San Antonio Moving plan. The $38 million plan includes an advanced rapid transit system and an enhanced bus system. Eric Lycum, News Radio 1200 WOAI.
Well, there's more than the usual baby boom going on at the labor and delivery unit at Methodist Hospital here in San Antonio. Turns out 17 of the unit's nurses are or have been pregnant at the same time. Lately, they've been having a lot of conversations about baby names,
Man,
baby
this.
products, and the next
Did you see that quote from Brett Cross, the uncle of a student who died in the shooting? Having Pete still employed, knowing he is incapable of decision making that saves lives, is terrifying. Innocence doesn't hide. Innocence doesn't change its story, but innocence did die on May 24th.
Holy crap. Holy crap.
Yeah.
And the NASDAQ indicator is up 188 points. 10-year treasuries right now, 3.2.
I mean, how can you live with yourself knowing you stood there for 77 minutes and then a border patrol team entered the classroom and took the wing nut out?
5% by the middle of next year. Looks like small businesses
Wow.
losing ground in the hiring game. Headcounts at companies with fewer than 50 employees declined in 3 of the past 4 months, according to ADP. Oil up 1.5% this morning at $111.20 a barrel. Dow futures looking good. They're up 463
Thanks,
points.
Ed.
Live with the Bloomberg Business Report, I'm Ed Corey on News Radio 1200 WOAI.
Thank you. No matter where you are, we are live anywhere on the iHeartRadio app. I'm Brian Gann, News Radio 1200 WOAI. Now let's get another check of traffic and weather together.
From the WOAI Traffic Center.
On the west side of town, we're getting reports of an accident working on Highway 151 eastbound at West Military Drive. It's going to have the right lane blocked, so expect delays. Also on the east side of town, we have a disabled vehicle blocking the right shoulder of I-35 northbound at Merryman. If you happen to see any traffic issues, give us a call on the traffic tip line. The number is 210-785-2601. I'm Sean and Ann's News Radio 1200 WOAI.
This report is sponsored by TxDOT. TxDOT reminds drivers to be extra cautious when traveling through oil and gas production areas. Drive a safe speed, give big trucks plenty of room, and focus 100% on driving. Put the phone away when you're behind the wheel. Be safe, drive smart.
Good morning and happy Tuesday and happy summer. We'll have a few
Happy
clouds
summer.
around
Yippee-ki-yay.
this afternoon. Some scattered clouds, partly to mostly
Mother
sunny
trucker.
on 100
Mother trucker.
degrees, plus a 10% rain chance. Could see a shower late. Meteorologist Jeanette Calle is for San Antonio.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Second half of the year looking busier than the first? Hire with Indeed. Their powerful platform makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates in one place. Sponsor a job and immediately get a short list of quality candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Those were the days. A look at this day in history brought to you by Brown Chevrolet. Coming up next, your Kim Commando digital life hack before 7 o'clock. Well, Chrissy, another day and another report on the Uvalde shooting. This one, it makes me angry every time I read this stuff. It seems that the first officers who responded were equipped with rifles and at least one shield within 20 minutes, as well as a tool to breach the room where the shooter was. Still, they did not try to confront the gunman. Officers say they didn't have clear orders. School Police Chief Pete Arredondo reportedly called a dispatcher and said that he did not have the firepower to approach the shooter, held up the response for 77 minutes until a border patrol team finally entered the classroom and killed the gunman.
It is maddening, and Tim, with each subsequent report, we learn new things that are damning when it comes to certainly District Police Chief Pete Arredondo and those police officers who did not move in. I can't imagine, and I know it's becoming a bigger story by the day. If you're a parent in Uvalde and you've got kids next school year going to go to school in Uvalde and Pete Arredondo is going to be in charge of their safety, how can you live with that?
You can't, because last night at an emotional school board meeting, parents of survivors and children who were killed in the incident want Arredondo out. This from Brett Cross, who's the uncle of Uzia Garcia, who died in the shooting, says, having Pete still employed, knowing he is incapable of decision-making that saves lives is terrifying. He says, innocence doesn't hide. Innocence doesn't change its story, but innocence did die on May 24th.
Wow, that's very, very powerful. And sadly, this entire scene in Uvalde and this police response to the shooter at Robb Elementary School, this is going to be a textbook for future police and law enforcement jurisdictions of what not to do. It's like, let's look at a case study of what happened in Uvalde in May, and step by step, this is exactly what you don't do if you're the law enforcement response.
You remember when the first reports were coming out on this and Chief Arredondo said that he didn't know he was in command? The name is Chief Arredondo. How do you not know you're in command?
Yeah, you are the school district police chief.
That's why you have that title.
Yes. And I keep going back to San Antonio Police Chief William McManus, who has said it is San Antonio police policy. If there's an active shooter and police officers are there, you go in. You don't wait for a commander. You don't wait for orders. You are a trained, equipped police officer. And just like the border officers who finally arrived. After all these 77 minutes of nothing really being done, thank God those border patrol officers showed up and realized what needed to be done. They went in and they took out the shooter.
And there have been reports that while those officers were in the hallway, there were still kids alive that weren't alive after that.
That's what's so awful.
It's
about
unacceptable.
Yeah.
That is what it is. And I know that I have said this and I believe this, that every school district, every school in this country should be looking at this and making plans on how not to do it like this.
Absolutely. And certainly Police Chief Arredondo has got to go. And if I'm living in Uvalde, I not only should the chief take the fall, but that police force needs to be overhauled. Now, bottom line, I have an absolute respect, admiration, and love for law enforcement. This is not at all. I mean, they are the heroes of our community. When you answer your community and your country's call to be a law enforcement officer, you are a special breed. And we respect you and we love you for that. But coming with that special breed is, in a moment like this, when kids are getting shot, because you're that special breed and you have been trained, you go in and you take that shooter out.
Yeah, you do that. We'll have more on this coming up throughout the morning. But up next, it's Those Were the Days, brought to you by Brown Chevrolet.
It's so maddening.
It pisses me off. Every day I get madder. I get madder and madder and madder. And more madder. I'm cleaning up my closet.
Yeah, they need, if he won't resign, then the city government, the city council, and he's a member of the city council, they have to fast track a recall vote. They got to say, you know what? This is historic. We need a recall vote on Arredondo.
Actually, they need to let the relatives of the 19 children and the 2 adults that died get one shot. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Let the punishment fit the crime.
Bottom line, don't let your emotions get the best of you. Make sure your portfolio is diversified.
Diversification.
Louisa just wrote, people should be protesting in front of Pete Arredondo's house, shouting 77 minutes, no mas.
I'm in.
Yeah,
I'm in. Let's
I
go.
don't disagree with that.
Road trip.
Yeah, dude needs to leave Uvalde, and I think he needs to leave Texas.
Needs to leave. Yeah, get out of the fine country of Texas, mister. You are no longer wanted here. You know, and I gave him the benefit of the doubt when all this came down because I've never been in that situation and know what to do. But that's a long freaking time to be
But if
standing
you're
there.
a police chief and you're trained,
Yes,
and you are
you're the guy.
We entrust you with our children more than
Yes.
anybody else in that city because you're the police chief of the school district.
Free information kit on gold. There's no obligation or purchase required, so do it now. Text.
Yeah, I don't think he needs to resign. I think they need to fire him.
Yeah, fire it. Yeah,
fire
and they
him.
need to move on.
And
that.
they have cause.
Yesterday.
They have cause, so no unemployment. You're gone, man.
Yeah, and he would get an attorney and try to
sure
sue
he
for
would.
wrongful termination.
I would love to be on that fucking jury.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, we'll take about 19 seconds to deliberate here.
21 seconds. Yeah, one for each. Yeah, we don't want to rush into it.
Yeah, we sure won't take 77 minutes.
No.
Tell you that.
No.
I'm Harvey Massey.
Hi, Harvey Massey.
Pest control involves applying pesticides inside.
I'm sorry, but these reporters are getting younger and younger, man. It's like what we're doing, junior high school reporters now.
And I think that's because I think across the board they're paying less. Yeah.
Yeah. Although, I mentioned my wife was home yesterday, so we were watching a little bit of the coverage of the Golden State Warriors parade just because she wanted to check it out. Dude, this is San Francisco, right? It looked like fucking, Uvalde TV stations doing this shit. It was awful, man.
Wow.
It was bad.
Yeah.
And I looked at Cindy and I said, ours wasn't that bad, was it? She goes, no, we know how to do a parade. And I said, yeah, that's right. We do. You're right. But man, it was god awful. And these 2 people that were at the staging area, I don't know who they were, it was a guy and a girl, are talking about something as the players go by in the bus to go to the thing and they missed it.
Oh God.
I'm laughing. I said, wow, they're with the players.
You have one job.
They're with the players. I was like, shit. Yeah, I told her I can't watch any more of this crap. Sorry. Oh, look, the glass bottom boat in Ocarina Springs. Woo!
Come in and try the Good Feet feeling today.
I used to love to go to Ocarina Springs.
Yeah, God. I went as a kid. My brother was Glurpo the Clown, underwater clown.
Oh, was he really?
While he was a student at Southwest
See,
Texas
I
State.
never went as I was a kid. I didn't go until after I got out of high school. We used to go just, fucking around during the summer. Hey, let's go to Ocarina Springs. So we'd go and spend the day at Ocarina Springs. And one time we took that, the sky ride over to that little island, and we're out there. It's towards the end of the day, and there's nobody around, so we're blasting a joint, and we're sitting there, and we see the guy that operates the ride riding back over. And I looked at my buddy and I said, "How the hell are we supposed to get back over there, man? We're stuck." So we're already planning on camping out there that night and laughing about it. And meanwhile, out of the corner of my eye, I see people walking through a gate over here, and I realize, oh, that's the gate to the parking lot, man. We could not stop laughing, man. Wow. Here we were already planning on where we were going to set up our camp that night. And I was like, well, I guess we could just walk over there and go out that gate. Funny. Yeah, good times, man. And that underwater theater, I love that, man. I really did love that. It was kind of hokey, but God, it was fun.
Yeah.
That, and we used to go to also to Natural Bridge Caverns.
Yes.
Man, that was actually pretty cool.
Literally, when on a hot summer's day,
man,
it's like 68 degrees down in there.
I love that part where they go, okay, put your hand in front of your face, and they turn the lights out, and you can't see shit.
Nothing.
Yeah, you're like, holy crap, man. Yeah. I haven't been there in forever though. Should go back. Can't go to Ocarina Springs anymore.
Paul Allen. Birthday.
They say it's your birthday.
Birthdays today include born in 1905, Jean-Paul Sartre, philosopher, writer, being and nothingness, also a playwright. Won the Nobel Prize for Literature in
from Caddyshack, or in the words of Jean-Paul Sartre, adios, go fair.
Go fair.
Birthday today for Ray Davis.
You got me now.
John Williams, did you ever go to Stinking Falls?
All the time.
Yeah, or Tubing in New Braunfels.
All the time.
Yes to both.
All the time. I love
Stinking
that was
Falls. High school. Stinking Falls was a big thing.
It was great, man. I loved it. And we used to go, go with the tube and then go down on your feet, just ride that sucker down, man. It was good times.
Turning 75. Out of West Texas State.
Dwayne Thomas.
Number 33, Dwayne Thomas of the Dallas Cowboys, turning 75. Happy birthday, Joey.
Beth Settle, good morning.
Joey Kramer, drummer, Aerosmith, today turning 72. Richard Lee Sutcliffe, we called him Rick. LA Dodgers, Cleveland Indians, Chicago Cubs, won the Cy Young Award in 1984. Later played with the Orioles and the Cardinals. Rick Sutcliffe is 66. And last, William Arthur Philip Lewis Windsor, the Duke of Cambridge, the son of Prince Charles and Princess Diana. Prince William today is 40.
Wow.
Thanks, Shirley.
40.
Yeah, when she died, those were like
40
boys.
I know. 40.
Parents and children who were killed in last month's school shooting say they want the school district police
I don't think we play enough Post Malone. But we are.
36 police say it may have been a targeted attack. As many as 10 shots were fired. And so far, so good. Stock futures are surging on Wall Street this morning.
Great. I'm cashing out my 401 today.
Now traffic and weather together.
From the WOAI Traffic Center.
On the south side of town, we have a disabled vehicle on the right shoulder of Loop 410 eastbound at Morrison. On the west side, the exit working on Highway 151 eastbound at West Military Drive has been cleared. On the northwest side, we have a disabled vehicle on the right shoulder of Loop 410 westbound at Fredericksburg Road. And on the northeast side, we have a disabled vehicle on the right shoulder of I-35 northbound at Merryman Road. I'm Shauna Nance, News Radio 1200 WOAI.
This report is sponsored by Will Fix It, your home comfort experts in cooling, heating, and plumbing.
Will Fix It. AC, heating, electrical, plumbing, drain cleaning, and more. The trusted pros at Will Fix It will not only make it work, they'll make it right. Visit willfixit.com today.
Call 333-3300. Let Will fix it.
Mixture of clouds and sun today and tomorrow. Highs in the upper 90s, near 100 both days. Thursday, mainly sunny, highs 102, 78 right now. Kim Commando's digital life hack coming right up. In the 7 o'clock hour, Mike Opelka from the Pure Opelka podcast joins us at 7:20. That segment brought to you by Randy Adams Incorporated. And at 7:40, the Supreme Court is expected to issue rulings today. Will one of them be the long-awaited abortion ruling? San Antonio First News national correspondent Rory O'Neill joins us at 7:40. Well, in the Stanley Cup finals last night, Tampa Bay won a game.
Whoa.
Yeah, back at home, they were down 2-0, and after they got beat on Saturday night 7-0, they, in front of their home crowd, beat the Colorado Avalanche 6-2. So now it's 2-1, with game 4 being tomorrow night.
And that will be in Tampa Bay. So
Yes.
a chance to even the series at 2-2.
I expect them to even the series, but I still think Colorado wins. Colorado is a much better team.
Yeah, and it sure looked like, Colorado with the opportunity to take the 3-0 lead last night. That would have been, I'm not a huge hockey guy, but if it's the Stanley Cup and you can go to 6 or 7 games, make it interesting.
Yeah,
I'll tune in.
And my biggest complaint about hockey was they didn't score enough. Man, they've been doing nothing but scoring.
Yeah.
I mean, 7 in the last game on Saturday night, 8 goals last night, and I believe game 1 was 8 goals. So that's not the case anymore.
Yeah. Do we have goalkeepers? Do we have goaltenders? Where have you guys gone in this Stanley Cup final?
Yeah. Well, once again, game 4 tomorrow night. Right now, though, here's your Kim Commando digital life hack.
Ever try to explain to someone
Woo!
with your computer? It's so frustrating.
Halftime.
Wow, we're already 2 hours down, Chris.
We are rocking on this first day of summer.
I'm gonna do some summer because it's
Taking
sun.
a screenshot of your computer screen, it's basic. On Windows, just tap the Windows key plus the print screen key, and boom, a screenshot is saved in a specific folder under Photos. Be careful. A full screenshot grabs whatever's on your monitor and could include sensitive info, but it's easy to crop. Hit the Windows key, the Shift key, and S at the same time to snip the part of the screen that you want to see. And it's just as easy on a Mac.
Lauren is like waiting at the door for keys.
Yeah, I know. Like, why aren't you here yet?
6:56. He's 4 minutes.
And they only have one card they share between them.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's why she has to go to the door to let him in, because they hand off the card at every shift. I know.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Because I always wondered why they were doing that too, and then I saw what was going on and went, well, that's stupid.
Yeah, I've never been here to see the changing of the guards.
I see it all the time.
Failing to graduate to NetSuite will leave you stuck in summer school.
Well, I hope that card never fails.
NetSuite by Oracle.
Yeah, that sucked for them.
She has to open the gates for him when he drives out.
Yeah.
She sits there and watches us when we come in every morning, which I like because she just follows us in and she's on it.
Right.
One day she wasn't sitting there was the day that somebody followed Cherry in. And Cherry wouldn't get out of her car.
That's a smart move.
Finally left.
Yeah.
She went
That's why NetSuite is my top pick for businesses looking to take their financial management to the next level. Right now, NetSuite is offering a one-of-a-kind financing program. So graduating has never been easier. Head to netsuite.com/Kim right now. netsuite.com/Kim. That's netsuite.com/Kim.
Life is full of opportunities.
Brian Gann's got the headlines coming up.
And get back to what matters. Hundreds of thousands of people have already requested their offer. I went to opendoor.com and saw for myself just how easy it was to request an offer. Just go to opendoor.com, enter your address, tell them a little bit about your house, and they'll make you an offer in minutes. And when you sell directly to Open Door, you don't have to make repairs, do prep work, or schedule showings. Choose your close date and move on your schedule to avoid double moves and double mortgages. Open Door offers competitive, hassle-free sale so you can focus on what's ahead in life. Get a free offer on your house at opendoor.com/myoffer. That's opendoor.com/myoffer. Get a competitive all-cash offer on
I'll
your
spin the camera for the moment because the microphone is on board the camera to the left of the screen, although it's weird to have two of me here. So we'll do this. First day of summer, longest day of the year. Summer arrived at 4:13 this morning. I was up for it. I was in the parking lot along with a fox. Fox kind of walked by me, looked at me like, "What are you looking at?" Looking at you, Fox.
Feasting on your pet's blood can lead to anemia and, in rare cases, death. Ticks also harm your pet, transmitting tick-borne infections such as Lyme disease. Tackle the problem with ABC Home and Commercial Services, My Pest Control Company. The licensed inspector from ABC will thoroughly inspect the house and yard, answer any questions you have, and then get rid of the fleas and ticks. And keep in mind, all ABC specialists undergo a comprehensive background screening so you can feel comfortable with ABC's team on your property. That's ABC. Call them today, 210-599-9500, 599-9500.
If you've ever ordered food for work, you understand. It's different. There's just so much more at stake. Whether it's a meeting, a client call, or lunch at the office that has to arrive at the actual lunchtime, food for work has to work. That's why there's Easy Cater. Food that's on time and as ordered from over 82,000 restaurants. And if there's a problem, you can reach someone in seconds. Thank you for calling Easy Cater. Some food just doesn't work at work, but Easy Cater just does. Order 24/7 at easycater.com.
This is it. Your last chance to win the new $15 million prize of a lifetime from Publishers Clearinghouse. There are just days left to enter to win $15 million on June 30th. So you must enter at PCH.com before it's too late. $15 million, all for you. But time is right now, so enter now at PCH.com. The $15 million prize of a lifetime. Don't miss your last chance to win it this June 30th. Enter now at PCH.com. Entries through 6/28. No purchase necessary. Price paid at least $390,000 annually. Void or prohibited.
For more information about content on this station, go to WOAI.com/rules. From the Connecticut Water Softener Studio, the last water softener you'll ever own. This is News Radio 1200 WOAI, San Antonio, and iHeartRadio.
Here's Brian Gann.
New revelations about the Uvalde school shooting. Good morning, I'm Brian Gann, in for Charity McCurdy with our top stories and traffic and weather together. From the WOAI Traffic Center.
On the east side of town, we have a disabled vehicle on the right shoulder of I-35 northbound at Rittman Road. Also on the east side, I-35 northbound at New Braunfels Avenue, we have a disabled vehicle there, also on the right shoulder. And on the north side, we have a disabled vehicle reported on 281 northbound at Mulberry. If you happen to see any traffic issues, give us a call on the traffic tip line. The number is 210-785-2601. I'm Shauna Nance, News Radio 1200 WOAI.
Your Weather Channel forecast calling for mostly sunny today. The heat wave rolls on, highs in the upper 90s. It is clear and 77 now. News Radio 1200 WOAI. A new report is out today saying the first officers that responded to the school shooting in Uvalde last month were equipped with rifles and shields, but did not try to confront the gunman. Jacqueline Scott reports.
According to the Texas Tribune, surveillance footage shows the officers had access to ballistic shields along with at least 2 rifles within minutes of arriving at Robb Elementary School, but made no attempt to enter the classroom where the gunman was located. During this time, School Police Chief Pete Arredondo reportedly called a dispatcher and said he did not have the firepower to approach the shooter. The Tribune went on to say that a tool used to open locked doors was available to the officers in the early part of the shooting, but it was not brought into the building until an hour later. The shooting lasted 77 minutes before a Border Patrol team entered the classroom and killed the gunman. Jacqueline Scott, News Radio 1200 WOAI.
There was about 8 hours of testimony yesterday in a state legislative committee hearing into the Uvalde school shooting. A Uvalde resident Daniel Myers says residents want answers.
19 innocent children taken from us. Officers that signed up for the job to run into the fire hesitated. We want to know why.
Fire selling News 4, it was not right that yesterday's testimony took place behind closed doors after the committee went into executive session. Brett Cross, whose nephew was killed in the Robb Elementary shooting, says the testimony should have been public.
Like I said, it's ridiculous. It's irritating and it's frustrating.
Yesterday's testimony included Uvalde CISD Officer Adrian Gonzalez, Uvalde Police Chief Daniel Rodriguez, and Uvalde Police Sergeant Daniel Coronado. The Texas School Safety Center in San Marcos will soon be conducting intruder tests in the state schools next fall. Eric Lycum reports.
Following the Uvalde school shooting, Governor Greg Abbott instructed the center to conduct the test by the end of the summer. Director Kathy Martinez-Prather says conducting intruder tests is more effective while classes are in session than during the summer when school's out. She says Texas has 1,200 school districts and more than 9,000 schools, and she has a staff of 65. She says she hopes to test 75% of the school districts in the coming school year. Eric Lycum, News Radio 1200 WOAI.
A man is dead after being shot on the city's west side overnight in what police say may have been a targeted attack. The shooting took place just before midnight at 36th and Kolak. Police say a van stopped at the light when a car pulled up next to the van and someone inside opened fire. The van was hit by bullets at least 10 times, some of those hitting the driver, and then pulled over to a nearby parking lot and later died. A 5-year-old child is dead after being left in a hot car for hours in Houston. Sheriff Ed Gonzalez says the child may not have known how to get out of the car.
We believe this is a rental vehicle, so perhaps the child wasn't as familiar with it. The door did not have any kind of child safety lock.
Gonzalez says the boy's mother and his sister had been out running errands, preparing for the sister's birthday party. When they got home, the mom and the girl got out of the car. The 5-year-old boy did not. The mother didn't notice until several hours later and then found the boy dead. On Wall Street, it looks like we could be off to a good start today. The stock futures are surging. The Dow futures currently up nearly 500 points. Another check of traffic and weather together coming up. No matter where you are, we are live anywhere on the iHeartRadio app. I'm Brian Gann, News Radio 1200 WOAI.
Does SodaWeightLoss.com work? Well, come to one of my events and see how many of my listeners.
You have big summer travel plans?
If I ask them, hey,
Do not. Again, just the week after Labor Day.
And you're going to
Port Aransas.
There you go.
Yeah.
That is a destination.
When the prices drop and the people disappear.
After Labor Day is an excellent time to go.
Yeah, we're going 1 week
School
after
is back
Labor
in
Day.
Session. You don't have all the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of that. See,
I'm
we're going to South Padre in July.
Uh-huh.
And we purposely don't leave until Sunday to go because everybody's leaving after the weekend, and we leave coming back on Thursday because I don't want to be there for the weekend.
Yeah.
And that's our plan.
Yeah, we did it last year, the week after, and it was just so nice.
Oh, it's so
Beach
much.
is relatively empty.
Yeah, it's so different.
Yeah.
And the weather's still the same.
Yeah.
There's no change in the
Right.
weather.
And prices drop.
Prices do drop. Well, see, we got lucky. My wife's cousin, I guess he's my cousin too, cousin-in-law, retired school teacher, bought a condo at South Padre and rents it out. And he gives us a hell of a deal.
Great.
Yeah, gives us the old cousin deal.
Nice.
And so we have reserved it, the same week. It's the week of our anniversary. So we go down there for that. Leave San Antonio on Sunday, pack up the dog, everything, go down there and spend 5 days on the beach.
Very cool.
And I got it down to a science because where the condo is, we can just walk to the beach access. I got this backpack ice chest because, when you start dragging those things through the sand, they never work, right? So I got a backpack. I load that sucker up with just the right amount of beers, waters for my wife, whatever she wants, load it up, strap that sucker on my back. We walk, get our little umbrella, sit there until I run out of beers. Then we go back, take a little nap. I get the ice chest out, I reload it.
Round number 2.
And we head back out. Because I like going in the morning. Nothing like drinking a beer in the morning.
Oh, God. Beautiful.
That's what we're going to do right here. What we just did, that's what we're doing.
Cool.
Ah, yes. Welcome to the first day of summer on San Antonio's First News. Mr. T, along with Chris Duel, Brian Gann in for Charity McCurdy. Mike Opelka from the Pure Opelka podcast joins us in a little over 10 minutes. That segment brought to you by Randy Adams Incorporated. Let's get traffic and weather.
On the east side of town, we are getting reports of an accident working on Loop 410 northbound near Houston Street. We are seeing about a 20-minute delay in the area, so expect it if you're heading through that stretch. If you happen to see any traffic issues, give us a call on the traffic tip line. The number is 210-785-2601. I'm Sean and Ann, News Radio 1200 WOAI.
Mixture of clouds and sun today and tomorrow. Highs in the upper 90s, near 100 both days. And on Thursday, mainly sunny, highs 102. 78 degrees.
San Antonio's First News with John Clark.
There he is.
In 1/2 hour, we're joined by San Antonio First News national correspondent Rory O'Neill. The Supreme Court is expected to issue rulings today. Will one of them be the long-awaited abortion ruling? He's got all the details coming up in a little bit, exactly 1/2 hour from right now. Today, the first day of summer, which means nothing can kill my mood. Even though somebody will tell you, no, it's the longest day of the year and they're only going to get shorter after. And who cares?
Yeah.
It's summer.
Mm-hmm.
And it is by far one of my favorite, if not my favorite time of the year is summer.
I agree. I'm the same way. Give me sunshine. Give me warm temperatures. I know these are very hot temperatures, but it beats winter.
Yeah.
Love me some summer.
Yeah. Being from South Texas, I am more of a summer guy. Yeah. I love me some summer. And I remember when I was in school, you know, the last day of school, getting ready for the summer, it was, you know, it was just run out the door and baseball all summer long, basketball, hanging out by the pool, whatever you wanted to do. And that's what I love summer. It takes me back. It takes me back. But it's also time, you know, to make your summer travel plans. Now, you have something planned after Labor Day, correct?
Yes. My wife discovered, and I'm sure a lot of people know this, but I didn't know this, right after Labor Day, about a week after Labor Day, the prices, we go to Port Aransas and the rental prices drop and there's less people on the beach and it's still, the weather is still like summertime a week after Labor Day.
We're still in summer. It's in September. Come on.
So that's when we go.
So now you've just told everybody.
Now everybody's going to be there. Who told him this? Yeah. But we did it last year at work. So my vacation is a week after Labor Day.
Nothing wrong with that. You had me at less people. I prefer that. As a matter of fact, we make our yearly trip down to South Padre Island, and we're doing it in July, right around our anniversary, like we always do. And we purposely don't leave town to go down there until Sunday, because we'll get down there Sunday afternoon. Everybody else is leaving. We're getting there, and then we'll stay until Thursday. We head back on Thursday because everybody's coming in for the weekend. I just try to avoid the big crowds.
Yes.
It makes it much more enjoyable.
The more you have the beach to yourself, the better. Because I love the beach, but a crowded beach where you're really, it's almost like claustrophobia, and you've got people right on top of you and you're hearing other people's music.
That's the thing I don't like. Yeah, they don't have those respect for their neighbors kind of thing, because I've got a little Bluetooth speaker. It's about, probably 3 inches tall. So it's just enough for under our umbrella. I can put it on the iHeart and listen to it.
Good move.
And then I get somebody who sits down next to me with the giant Bluetooth speaker and pumps out the Tejano all day long and drowns mine out. So I just turn mine off and put it away, because why fight them?
Yeah, and it's never somebody next to me playing the music I want to listen to.
No.
It's always something that really, I got to listen to that.
Now, if I could find somebody that played some decent music, I wouldn't be complaining about it.
But play me some classic
rock. Or mix it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Come on, give me a little variety. I put it on the summer channel on iHeartRadio, which gives you a mix of a lot of things, and just sit there and listen.
And whenever I'm at a pool or a beach and I know other people can hear my music, I always say, If this is too loud, let me know. If this music isn't, let me know, and I'll lower it or I'll turn it off. I'm respectful of other people.
Which you should be. And another thing you should do when you go anywhere, not just the beach, whether it's a river, a lake, or whatever, clean up after yourself.
Oh God, yes.
I hate that.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot, and I'm the guy that will go pick up other people's trash and they leave it on the beach because I cannot stand that.
And I will ask, were you raised by wolves? Why the hell are you leaving your trash all over
Even
the place?
wolves clean up.
Exactly.
Clean up after
Wolves
themselves.
are better than some of you people.
And look, I am the guy that will sit there and, I have my ice chest loaded up with my beers, and I'll take the cans and I'll just drop them on the ground right next to where I'm at. But before I leave there, I pick them all up and walk to the trash can and put them in there, because there's people that will come and collect those beer cans out of the trash can and make money off of them.
Yeah.
So I figure I'm just helping them out.
Sure.
So I do that, and I just can't stand when people leave their trash behind.
Leave no trace. Leave it like you found it.
Like my dad always
pristine.
said, make it look better than it did before
Boom.
you got there.
Even better.
Yeah.
Improve it.
Yeah, improve it, clean it up. If it's a little dirty, look around, clean your space up. Don't leave your trash for other people to pick up after you.
Don't mess with Texas people. Come on now.
They should make an ad campaign for that, because
It's
it's
kinda
very
catchy.
catchy.
Yeah.
It's very catchy. All right, coming up, Michael Pelka from the Pure Pelka Podcast joins us. That segment brought to you by Randy Adams Incorporated.
We're in the most active season of the year right now.
I don't care what anybody says. That was quality.
That was easy. Yeah. And it was relatable. And first day of summer.
Yes.
Fantastic news. QC Kinetics is helping people get the fun back. Advanced
Fun back.
treatments.
Fun back.
Medicine, basically
Fun back.
properties from your own body and putting them into your aching joints. And it's done by local medical professionals. This exciting
Did you see that one? He went to Exxon.
Oh, funny. Very funny.
Mike, you slay me, brother. You slay me. The prophecy has been fulfilled.
Get a free in-office consultation. 210-571-0318. 210-571-0318. They're in Hollywood Park and Westover Hills. 210-571-0318.
Candle Health is now open in St. Cloud. We invite you to our grand opening of our Candle Health Center at 122 St. Cloud Road in San Antonio on Saturday, June 25th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Come to our medical center and meet our providers. Enjoy complimentary activities including live music, raffles, and more at the new Candle Health Center at 122 St. Cloud Road in San Antonio. We look forward to seeing you at our full medical center on Saturday, June 25th. Call us for more information at 210-460-0394.
In the summertime, when the feeling is high, you can reach right up and touch the sky. I got women, I got women on my mind.
The Good Feet Store. Stand, walk, and play longer. It helped thousands of people live a better life. They can help you. Get in the Good Feet Store for a free test walk today. The Good Feet Store, because you deserve comfort in your life. Good Feet products, proudly made in the USA. No shots, no surgery, no medication. You have absolutely nothing to lose except for your pain. The Good Feet system fits in your own shoes. Bring in your shoes to the Good Feet Store. They will personally fit you with the arch supports you need to ensure your comfort. Call 210-598-8859 or visit one of their 2 locations across from North Star Mall and the Best Buy Center next to Freebirds, or their new location on the corner of Calaver and 1604 in Alamo Ranch, right next to Mattress Firm. Good Feet, helping San Antonio walk better for over 10 years. The Good Feet Store, comfort, energy, performance, and pain relief.
Record inflation out of control. Illegal immigration.
The cartels are winning.
Soaring gas prices.
$5 a gallon.
Keep up with what's happening. Unhinged crime in our cities. Come back a few more times today. News Radio 1200 WOAI.
Birthday boy Joey Kramer from Aerosmith, drummer, 72 years old today. Just ahead of headlines, traffic and weather together, and then our daily visit with Michael Pelka from the Pure Pelka Podcast, brought to you by Randy Adams Incorporated. Coming up this morning, 9:30, your first chance to win $1,000 in our inflation vacation. It's pretty simple. We'll give you the word. Once you hear the word, go to WOAI.com, submit the word, you win $1,000, and just think how much gas you can get for $1,000. Think about that.
Less than you used to.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you can. We can all use another $1,000.
9:30 to 5:30, Monday through Friday. All you have to do is listen for the word. Once again, when you hear the word, go to WOAI.com, submit that word. You win $1,000. You get that inflation vacation. Brian, what else is going on?
School board meeting last night in Uvalde where parents of children at the school that was a target of last month's shootings are demanding that the school district police chief resign. There was a shooting overnight in San Antonio overnight, and what may have been a
Shooting overnight in San Antonio overnight. I think it happened overnight. What do you think?
I think it was definitely overnight.
I'm not sure. I think it might have been overnight.
Stock futures up at this hour. Wall Street trying to recover from a
Remember when they used to not cover things that happened, though?
currently up nearly 500.
Sam is saying breaking news: Brooks Koepka is leaving the PGA Tour to go to the LIV.
Yeah. Goodbye. Goodbye, Brooksy. There we go.
About a 15-minute delay. If you happen to see any traffic issues, give us a call on the traffic tip line. The number is 210-785-2601. I'm Shauna Nance, News Radio 1200 WOAI.
This report is sponsored by Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel.
The Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel summer giveaways are coming in hot. Sign up for your Players Club card.
So we're confident Brian's not diving in here?
I couldn't hear him, so.
Well, then he'll call back.
Gotcha.
We
No,
don't think
it's just
Brian's
no.
okay.
I'm not letting him. I'm sorry. A mixture of clouds and sun today and tomorrow, both days, highs in the upper 90s, near 100. Thursday, mainly sunny, highs 102. We're at 78 degrees. Coming up in 20 minutes, San Antonio First News national correspondent Rory O'Neill. The Supreme Court expected to issue rulings today. Will one of them be the long-awaited abortion ruling? He's got details coming up at 7:40. But it is time for our daily visit with Mike Opelka from the Pure Opelka podcast. So President Biden had a beach press event. Now, he said he's deciding this week on gas cards, China tariffs, and student loans. So we're not talking a gas tax holiday. We're talking the gas card rebates.
Wow. And Mike, this is Chris, and while he's one of these things, he's going to tell us what he's supposed to be thinking about by the end of the week. Student loans, continuing the pause on student loans, and apparently AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, really wants her college loans forgiven. And apparently, if you disagree, you're not a very good person.
One break coming up. So Donald Trump has made it very clear who he is not supporting for Speaker of the House, and it rhymes with Kevin McCarthy. Like who? Yeah.
Now, Mike, you said if the Republicans take back the House, apparently there's some Democrats out there who are predicting a blue wave come the midterms. What's that all about, and what are they smoking? Bye-bye.
Yeah, we want to see that one really, really bad. All right, so I know recycling, but what the heck is p-cycling? Not Myron, but urine. Okay. That's Mike, as always, appreciate the visit. That's Mike Opelka from the Pure Opelka podcast. You can catch him each and every weekday morning at this time, and you can catch his podcast a little bit later on this morning at pureopelka.com.
Hello, I'm Randy Adams.
Come on. You got the Myron out there.
Nice.
Not Myron. Urine.
4789 and go to YouTube, Randy Adams Inc.
All right, we're talking abortion in the world, Andy.
Woo!
Did you know that having a family history of certain health conditions can put you at risk for poor blood circulation, problems with your veins and arteries?
Yeah, Louisa, he's still got a lot of pull, as you know.
Peripheral vascular associates. Question: are you or a loved one at risk? Well, if you're over 50 and you have a family history of high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, tobacco usage, heart or kidney disease, then your blood circulation may be in jeopardy. Visit their website to learn more, fixmycirculation.com.
Don't let a slick Willie or some Johnny come lately throw you a fast one. Go with a trusted pro you can count on. Your independent American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning dealer is trained to be the best. Quality service before and after installation.
John, we don't have any plans. Bill Schoening is on vacation now. It's his summertime, so there's no plans on the agenda to have Bill on. I think he was in Delaware. I saw on Facebook yesterday a shot of the sunset from Bill Schoening. Now, after the draft, which is Thursday night, you know, we might get Bill's thoughts. But I feel bad bothering a guy on vacation.
And into physical gold. The Birch Gold Group.
Peter Villarreal, good morning.
All my family and friends. And today, Birch Gold is giving away a free information kit about how gold IRAs work. To get your free copy, just text the word PROTECT to 989898. It's crucial for you to get this information before an economic disaster is in full swing. Again, text PROTECT to the number 989898 to get your free information kit on gold. There's no obligation or purchase required, so do it now. Text PROTECT to 989898. Action, action, action. Use your agency. Take action today.
Things done fast, that's what I'm all about. Hi, this is Jim Burton, driver number 27 John Wayne race car. And when you need fast service to fix an HVAC, plumbing, or electrical problem in your home, call John Wayne Service Company.
Hey, this is Randy Carroll. Jeff Burton, driver of the number 27 John Wayne NASCAR, is all about being fast
best on the track. And John Wayne is all about getting your AC, heating, plumbing, or electrical problem fixed fast. Jeff knows being fast is nothing if he doesn't stay on track by doing things the right way and working with a strong, dependable team that also has the same commitment to winning that he does. It's the same thing with John Wayne, right, Jeff?
When it comes to dependability, trust, and commitment to 5-star service, nobody in Texas comes to the rescue faster than John Wayne.
Fast service only from John Wayne Service Company, your local home experts. Call or text 210-293-6700 or go to johnwayne.com.
I'm always in a hurry. You should be too. Call John Wayne Service Company for your next service call.
Let's not just say we love each other. Let us show the truth by our actions. Or, in other words, don't just talk the talk, walk the walk. Hi, this is Scott Barr, steward of Southwest Exteriors. Everything we do centers around our two core values, love and excellence. We don't just say it. Every decision we make and every step we take is guided by our desire to do our work with love and excellence. Our purpose on this earth is more than siding, windows, doors, and concrete floor coatings. Our mission is to transform lives by transforming homes for the glory of God. At Southwest Exteriors, we truly love what we do, and we strive for excellence in the products we offer and the way we install them, because excellence glorifies God. This is not just talk, it's our calling, and it's our privilege to serve you. To learn more, visit us at southwestexteriors.com. When you're ready to talk, contact us to schedule a complimentary, commitment-free consultation. Let us give you the look you love coming home to.
At Diamonds Direct, right now, there's nothing standing in your way of owning the piece of jewelry you've been dreaming of. No down payment and no finance charges for 5 whole years on any purchase. Take the amazing Diamonds Direct price you're used to, divide by 60, and that's your payment. It's a smart way to buy. Keep your money in your pocket and still add that amazing ring, band, or bracelet to your collection.
How do you think it's going so far?
Doing well. Thanks, going better.
Yeah, I do too.
Diamonds Direct. All the details at diamondsdirect.com. Proud to be local, proud to be your plan. Community First Health Plans.
Fucking can't get the podcast shit to work.
Oh no.
Won't let me in.
I blame Sam Walters.
You know?
Yeah.
I was just thinking the same thing. It was obviously his fault.
Yeah.
With our top stories and traffic and weather together. From the WOAI Traffic Center.
On the east side of town, we do have an accident working on Loop 410 northbound at Houston Street. It's going to have the left lane blocked. It is causing about a 15-minute delay. If you happen to see any traffic issues, give us a call.
It's going to be a very interesting day if the
I know.
Roe versus Wade thing comes down today.
Well, there's two ways to look at it. They do it today, all the shit can get over with by Friday. If they do it Thursday, all the shit will happen Friday.
Yeah.
And it gives everybody a weekend of,
That's
chaos.
Yeah.
I'd rather get it out today.
Yeah.
Because you know it's coming. We all know it's
right.
coming.
And again, it's done. Release it. Let's
Yeah.
get the information out there.
And I just, abortion's one of those things. It doesn't matter who you're talking with. It always turns into an argument.
Yeah.
And I just, as a man, don't think it's my right to say what a woman can do.
That's where I am.
That's just me. I'm not for killing anything, but I don't know the situations. I don't know the circumstances. So
just that they should have just gone in there and done their job. Basically, they just didn't do their job.
they didn't do their fucking job.
4 weeks since the 18-year-old killed 19 children and 2 teachers at Robb Elementary. Investigators have said that Arredondo ordered dozens of law enforcement officers to wait in a hallway for more than an hour after the teenagers started shooting. Meanwhile, a new report is out about the first responders to that shooting. Mark Mayfield has the story.
According to the Texas Tribune, surveillance footage shows the officers had access to ballistic shields along with at least 2 rifles within minutes of arriving at Robb Elementary, but made no attempt to enter the classroom where the gunman was located. During this time, school police chief Pete.
And if you don't want to do the January 6th committee hearings at that 50 segment, change it.
Okay.
Whatever you want to do.
Okay.
I just put that there because they are continuing this morning.
I'm Mark Mayfield.
About 8 hours of testimony
So
yesterday.
it's totally your call.
Okay.
By that time, we might need something lighter. So
true.
If you want to address something else,
okay,
we could do that.
And looking ahead, top of the 8, that's Aaron Real. That's how
Aaron
you
Real.
pronounce it?
Yes,
Okay.
that's why I left the pronunciation.
Appreciate that.
Did I not leave it in there?
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
I'm just making sure.
Yeah, Real.
Okay.
Yeah. And this is another person we're trying out for the 810.
Update now to breaking news from overnight. A man is dead after being shot on the city's
And then
west
John
side.
Decker
Police
will
say
talk about
may have been a
Trump
targeted
and
attack. The shooting
Kevin
taking
McCarthy,
place
how they
just before
fucking.
midnight.
Oh, and I'm not top of the 8 anyway, so that doesn't. Okay. I'm 840 with.
Yes, I have you down.
John Decker.
I have you
Gotcha.
down. I have you down at 840.
Yes, that's right. Okay. Yeah.
I have you down at 50.
Yeah, I had it wrong this time. I might have started the 8 o'clock. Hey!
Hey, that would be fun, actually. Let's do dueling opens. Woo! We'll start at the same exact time.
Was killed in a mass shooting in Harlem this week is speaking out.
We love him. We're going to miss him. I don't know what I'm going to do. That's my other half. My mother's never supposed to bury a kid. Never. We're supposed to be burying her. My brother's 21 years old. How are we burying him?
21-year-old Darius Lee, who was set to graduate from Houston Baptist University, was the university's leading scorer and
That
rebounder
sucks,
this
man.
past season.
And what happened?
A Texas
Shot and killed. See?
After being left inside a hot
Once
car
again.
for several hours outside of a Houston home. Joy Bergen reports.
Sheriff Ed
You know, that
Gonzalez
punishment
says
for
the
that's
mother
got to
and her
be
2 children
getting up there.
returned home from running errands for a
I know
birthday
it's
party yesterday.
already a
No
loss,
mother
but
and
damn it,
older
this shit's
child
got to stop.
exited the
Yeah.
vehicle.
And obviously, with this kind of heat, a child's
See, I think you really want to stop that. Give the kid that's in the car seat your phone. So when you get out, you know you're not going to leave your phone, but you'll leave your damn kid. Don't get it.
Mother said the 5-year-old usually unbuckled
My
and
God.
opened the car door himself. This time, however, he didn't.
You know, every time I
Officials are
went
warning
anywhere
parents
with my
to
girls,
look
man, I
before
knew
you
exactly
walk.
where they were at all
Always check
times.
the back seat before you lock the
Although
door.
my oldest went through this phase where she would hide from me in stores, and I was at a fucking Montgomery Wards with both my daughters, just me and them, and I've got my youngest one right here, and I turn around. What are you doing here? It's Tuesday, right? Today's Tuesday, right?
Today's Tuesday.
I'm not expecting him to do anything. I turn around and she's not there. I can't find her. And I mean, I'm going nuts, man. 30 seconds of panic. She was inside, you know, those round racks where you hang the clothes on.
Yeah.
She went inside there and was hiding from me and was laughing. I chewed her ass out, man. I was like, don't you ever, if you ever want to go anywhere with me again, you will never do that again, because that'll be the end of it. I was pissed. Scared the shit out of me. Why are you here, Charlie?
Down 5 cents from a week ago, still $1.90 more than a year ago. And the head of the Via Metropolitan Transit says the agency has plans that could boost ridership and improve public transportation in San Antonio. Eric Lycum reports.
The president and CEO Jeffrey Arndt says while voters approved an additional sales tax to finance a number of mass transit projects starting in 2026, federal pandemic relief money is allowing VIA to get a head start on parts of its Keep San Antonio Moving plan. The $38 million plan includes an advanced rapid transit system and an enhanced bus system. Eric Lycum, News Radio 1200 WOAI.
Traffic and weather together coming up in a minute, but first a check of your money and the world of business. Here gets Ed Corey live from the Bloomberg News.
So what's his reason?
He needs to use a computer.
Wow. Doesn't have one at home?
Yeah, he does. He's got a couple.
And the NASDAQ futures are up 100.
I think he just wanted to get away from Eva. That's just me. What do I know?
Spirit Airlines are jumping in pre-market trade.
Maybe he's having a change of heart. You know what? I thought about it.
Too late.
Brady, Tom Brady.
That's true.
Up from 31.50 on June 6th. 41%.
I tried this out.
God, don't you know that would put this fucking building into a freak out?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm ready for him to come back. I'm kind of relaxed. I kind of like it. I'm sorry, but I'll be honest.
Thank you. No matter where you are, we
Thank
are
you, Ed.
live anywhere on the iHeartRadio.
You mind if I call you Ed?
I'm Brian Gann, News Radio 1200 WOAI. Now traffic and weather together
from the WOAI Traffic Center.
On the east side of town,
Got to do something before he shows up because we're early.
Yeah, if I go light at the end of this hour, I may go Powerball, Mega Millions.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's still relevant.
Yeah.
Talking about money and people.
On people's minds.
Yeah. They got their mind on their money and the money on their mind, Chris.
Exactly. We should write a song. That'll be on our first album.
Okay.
This report is sponsored by Thomas J.
It's gonna be a double album.
Is available 24/7.
We got a lot of music to put out there. We're like the Lennon and McCartney of morning news.
Okay.
I'm Lennon.
Damn it.
All right, I'll let you be Lennon. I'll be McCartney.
Okay. And then next week,
I'll just do silly love songs.
Next week, you can be Lennon and I'll be McCartney. So we'll switch it up a little bit.
Since we do news, like it'll be silly news songs.
There you go. Oh, I like it. We should do it, Cody.
Degrees with a 10% rain chance. I'm meteorologist Jeanette Kaye.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Yippee-ki-yay. God, I tell you, if my last name was Kaye, I'd be Yippee.
I'd be all over it.
I'd be Yippee.
Yeah.
I'd be Yippee, Yippee, Yippee-ki-yay, mother trucker. And that would be my full name. Coming up next, Charlie Parker tells us about Jon Stewart receiving the Kennedy Center honor for American humor. That is coming up next. We're awaiting our hookup with San Antonio First News national correspondent Rory O'Neill. But this is a good time to tell you that our inflation vacation gets underway at 9:30 this morning. Your first of 9 chances to win $1,000 Monday through Friday. Just listen for the keyword. When you hear that word, go to WOAI.com and submit that word, and you'll get a vacation from inflation.
It's a beautiful thing, and there is a winner every hour beginning at 9:30.
That's right, until we run out of money. We welcome in San Antonio First News national correspondent Rory O'Neill. Now, the Supreme Court expected to issue rulings today. What might they be, Rory?
And Rory, this is Chris. Even though it is a mystery, how is that determined? Of course, as you mentioned, the abortion case is the one everybody's kind of awaiting, and we kind of know which way we think that is going to go. But how does the court decide which one is released today?
So this Thursday is not their last day in session before the break. They actually work next week as well. Okay, so if it is Thursday is their last working day, will between now and Thursday all 19 decisions or rulings be issued?
Well, and you again back to the bombshell cases, Rory. This abortion case. Obviously, we had the deranged guy who showed up at Justice Kavanaugh's house a number of days ago. As this abortion ruling comes down, whether it's today, whether it's Thursday, whenever it may be, I gotta believe there's going to be heightened security around these justices, and I gotta believe we're probably going to see some protests one way or another on the steps of the Supreme Court.
So are they changing this just out of security reasons, or is it going to be this way from now on to where they release them? Yes. Appreciate it as always. That's San Antonio First News national correspondent Rory O'Neill. Hey man, can I get a summer song?
Yes, sir.
This could be the day, man.
I would rather they do it today instead of waiting until Thursday.
Yeah. But because it's going to be so I imagine the last day they can do it and get out of town.
Well, that makes sense too. You got to look at it either way. See, I thought Thursday was it. They were done and they were on break after Thursday.
Yeah.
But he's telling me they might be coming back next week.
Huh.
Great. So you're going to ruin my 4th of July now? Is that what you're saying?
Apparently.
Yeah, I thought we lost him there for a second.
Yeah, I was.
You know what it was? He was probably getting another call.
Ah.
So I used to do that to Jay Howard when he would come on with you guys. I would sit there and call his phone just to make him mess.
Oh, that's funny.
Text him. J Ho.
That is an excellent way to prolong the life of your roof. Roof fix tune-ups.
Yeah, I know we lost our TV. I'm telling you, something's going on, man. I could not get into the post to do podcasting. It took forever for it to even just tell me I couldn't get into it. And now this is happening because it's internet TV. Let's see if we change the channel. What happens?
When you need it. It's Roof Fit San Antonio.
Okay, it's not working at all. No.
Any and all roof leaks. A roof tune-up will correct attic ventilation.
So in other words, so I'm not doing the final segment till after
headlines, traffic, and weather together, Chris. Woo! ZV. We don't watch TV here, sir. We watch ZV.
Nice.
You got. I can't believe it's not TV.
Hey, why the hell do we? You know that whole no signal thing that never goes away.
I don't know, but
other
monitors
don't have.
You know that when we first came in here, every one of these monitors was on.
Yeah,
there was something on.
Yeah, one of these was a rooftop camera.
Yep, had that. This was a WOAI logo that popped up, and then would change to KJ after us. That one, but then slowly but surely. Look how scratched up these fuckers are.
Down they go. Yeah.
What happens?
That's unacceptable.
Well, what happens to make people scratch them?
I don't understand that at all.
So if you have unfiled returns, unpaid taxes,
Yeah, it's unbelievable. And that damn thing up there in the corner needs to go away.
That's insane.
I'm gonna go into a seizure. Maybe that'll get it done.
210-625-532. Or go to paltaxlaw.com. If you have IRS issues, you have legal issues, you need an attorney, you need us.
Do you do anything to celebrate the summer solstice? Do you, sacrifice a goat?
I become one in the parking lot with the fox.
With the foxes. Hey, Chris is out searching for foxes.
I don't do anything.
Saw you hanging out with some fox this morning,
Woo,
Chris.
it was.
Yeah, that was some fox that you had with you.
Mm-hmm. Now Warren told me that fox is like the builder. Everybody sees that.
Well, there's two of them actually.
Okay.
Both of them have come up on me and Charlie before when we used to go sit out here, and they walk right up to us and they get real close.
Yeah.
Which always bothers me because they're rabid, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like this morning. It's like, all right, is the fox going to charge me? And what do I need? Do I need to kick it in the face?
And then there's a porcupine back here.
Yeah.
Keith showed me a video of a freaking porcupine out back by the trash can.
Amazing.
And I went, we got porcupines in Texas? I did not know that. I used to have the video on my phone, but I do not have it anymore. Because he took a video. Yeah, all I'm doing here is intro and Charlie.
So that number 312 for Powerball is accurate.
Yes.
Up to 312.
Yes.
Now. And Mega Millions 290.
Still, and that's tonight.
I'll go there. Okay.
Is it too late to throw in a regular bumper? I forgot we got Charlie here.
I can do it. Maybe.
Yeah, just slide one in there real quick. And then give me a summer song coming into that last segment for when Chris Duel here.
is doing better than the United States. Maybe it's time for Ethiopia to lead the world. The Glenn Beck program this morning at 9 on News Radio 1200 WOAI.
Just ahead of headlines, traffic and weather together. Jon Stewart receives the Kennedy Center honor for American humor with details. Here's Charlie.
Welcome to Tuesday, the first day of summer solstice. Longest
All right,
day of
this is
the
all
year.
urine. I'll do the
Cool.
I'll do the weather, and then it'll be all urine.
Actually,
He's gonna hit you with a
a
summer song.
Tonight is the night it will be
We're going summer song.
televised for you.
Hopefully it's summer loving.
We all know that
You want it?
Jon
I can make that happen.
We'll let it
I can make that happen.
Let's just let it go randomly. Otherwise, I'll be forced to go on my love for Olivia Newton-John.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Could be worse.
Yeah, true.
Could be AOC.
She needs to release an album.
Yeah.
The greatest hits.
A no C. You know, as a member of Congress, she was a great bartender.
Comedy doesn't change the world, but it is still the bellwether. The long list of stars saluting Stewart that you'll see tonight include Jimmy Kimmel, Dave Chappelle, Steve Carell, Olivia Munn, and a performance by the boss, Bruce Springsteen. The ceremony airs tonight, 8 o'clock on PBS and PBS.org. As proof of his legend status, just consider the company he's now keeping. Previous recipients include Carol Burnett, the oldest recipient at 80. Tina Fey.
Oh, when do I get out?
At 40.
55?
Well, hang on, let me look at the break here, and then we'll be able to tell you.
Bob Newhart.
You can go to 56:30-ish, around there, and we'll be good.
And I'll tease the top of the A.
Yeah. Aaron Real. It's all about flights, baby.
PBS.org at 8 p.m. I'm Charlie Parker.
Who's Charlie Parker?
Some of the stories we are following in this
Who's
hour.
Charlie
The
Parker?
National School Board meeting last
Thanks,
night in
Charlie.
Uvalde. Parents of the children killed in last month's school shooting are demanding the school district police chief step down.
No, I think
There was
firing
a shooting in
squad.
San Antonio overnight.
I don't think stepping down's enough.
One man dead, another
I
one
think maybe criminal charges. My God, he is neglect. I mean,
Yeah.
near Kolak and 36th Street. Stock futures still up as we
if
get
not,
ready
he
for the
hopefully he's
opening
got
of
good
Wall
insurance
Street.
because
The Dow currently
he's gonna have
futures
to
are
pay a
up
lot.
Time for another career choice.
Now traffic and weather together. From the WOAI Traffic Center.
On the east side of town, we do have an accident working on Loop 410 northbound at Houston Street. It's got a left lane blocked. It's causing about a 25-minute delay. Also on the east side, we have a disabled vehicle on the right shoulder of I-35 northbound at Merryman Road. And on the far north side, we have an accident reported on Stone Oak Parkway, just north of Huebner Road, reported there at the intersection of Knights Cross Drive. I'm Shauna Nancy, Radio 1200 WOAI.
This report is sponsored by SRGExpress.com. The specialized recruiting group takes an individual approach to placing people in contract and full-time roles. And they're ready to help you find your next opportunity. Visit SRGExpress.com to get connected with an employment expert.
A mixture of clouds and sun today, tomorrow, highs in the upper 90s, near 100 both days. Thursday, mainly sunny, highs 102, 78 degrees.
San Antonio's first news on this first day of summer. Summer solstice officially happened at 4:13 this morning. I'm Chris Duel along with Mr. T, Tim Merryman, Brian Gann in for Charity McCurdy in the 24-hour news center, and the man spinning the tunes and making the whole show go, Mr. Jeremy Kolak. We've got another Charlie Parker commentary coming your way in the 8 o'clock hour. And to kick off the 8 o'clock hour, Tim and I will speak with national correspondent Aaron Real, talking about the airlines and all of those canceled flights and all the airline problems. And Tim, now that summer is officially here, we talked about it earlier, lots of people making their plans for summer vacation still. Will the airlines be able to keep up and deliver people to their destinations?
That is a problem, isn't it?
Yes.
And if you're not going to fly and you got to buy gas, that's another problem.
Mm-hmm. Now, we'll have less problems if we can win Powerball or Mega Millions. Nobody won Powerball last night. So the new total, and they do the Powerball drawing Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. So tomorrow night, Powerball is up to $312 million.
And unlike you, Chris, if I win $312 million, I will call in and give my 2-word notice.
2 words.
Yeah, I quit.
Okay. See, I was afraid that one of those words started with an F. So I quit is much nicer. Yeah, no, and your boss, by the way, working with us this morning.
He knows. So. He knows. I'll send him a check. Here's for my replacement until you can find somebody. You just pay him out of this, okay?
Now, if now, Tim, if you don't want to wait for the 2 words, you don't have to wait until Wednesday because tonight's Mega Millions, it's not 312 million, but it's close. 290 million for tonight's Mega Millions.
Yeah, I
drawing.
guess if I make some changes to the budget, I could make that work. 290, I think I could handle that.
Now we've established, Tim, you play Lotto because you throw your name in the hat.
You can't win if you don't play.
I play. Now I wonder, does the boss man Brian Gann, Brian? Okay.
Does it?
Well, it's good to know the 3 of us will play now and again. Because I always, when I tell people that I do play the lottery, sometimes I sometimes will get browbeaten by, only your chances of winning are astronomical. Only losers play the lottery. I get that occasionally.
Yeah, but if you don't play, you can't win.
Yes.
But you're saying there's a chance.
There's a chance. And somebody wins
has
it.
to win. Yes. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
That is part of the fun. You get to dream for a while.
Now, Brian, do you wait till it gets to a certain amount before you'll play? Yeah, see, I don't know why I do this, but once it gets up into like the 250 to 300 million, I go, now I should play. Yeah. Or I can't get by on 9 million. Come on. Come on. I think I could probably make that work too, but for some reason, my mind, it's up to 250. I guess I should play now.
Well, see, I made the mistake playing Texas Lotto. I came up with numbers that are like my lucky numbers.
Bad move.
So now I'm scared. When I don't play, I'm like, oh my God, if I look and see my numbers came up and I did not play, that means God hates me. That means God wants to punish me. It's like, you had your numbers, you had your shot, and you did not play, loser.
That's why I quit playing certain numbers. I just do the quick pick because I did not want that stress of I forgot to play and my numbers hit.
I still have that stress. So once again, tonight, Mega Millions, 290 million. Tomorrow night, Powerball, 312 million. Give it a shot. Coming up, we've got all the headlines, everything you need to know. And then Tim and I will talk with our national correspondent, Aaron Real, on the crazy goings on with the airline industry and what is next as we move into summer. It's San Antonio's first news on News Radio 1200 WOAI.
Hey, we got Brian to join in some fun.
Woo!
I liked it. Isn't that weird though, man, that I won't play until I get, hey, 250 now I'll play. 9 million I can live off. I can retire.
Give me one, man.
1 million I can retire.
Exactly. Give me it. And you always hear, but people who win the lottery, they destroy their lives. They lose it all within 3 years. Like,
What a way to go. What a way to go.
Give me a chance to see if that applies to me.
First of all, you wouldn't see me for a while because I get the hell out of town and get away from all my family. And
they're coming.
Until I figured out how much I was going to give them. And then I just send it to them and tell them, all right, call Sydney's phone if you ever need to get hold of us. Mine no longer.
Diagnose and fix all exit models, even when others can't. Rather than throw parts of the problem, we get to the bottom of it. Great. Now, have you seen my teeth? No. Call Cambridge Auto Center, 210-697-9600, CambridgeAuto.com.
We're in the most active season of the year right now, and hip pain, knee pain, back.
Top of the hour, Brian Gann with your headlines coming.
I'm Charlie Parker with fantastic news. QC Kinetics is helping people get the fun back. Advanced regenerative treatments. Regenerative medicine, basically taking growth factors with healing properties from your own body and putting them into your aching joints. And it's done by local medical professionals.
This exciting in-office non-surgical treatment can repair and restore damaged tissue in your joints. No surgery,
Okay, let's
no
see,
drugs,
Louisa, what you
no
got here.
downtime. And patient satisfaction reports are incredible. Call QC Kinetics now to learn more about.
Very cool, Louisa. Thanks for that. We'll take a look at it.
Office consultation. 210-571-0318. 210-571-0318. They're in Hollywood Park and Westover Hills. 210-571-0318.
Hello, I'm Randy Adams, waterbuyandstellcars.com. Heard right here on News Radio 1200 WOAI. I buy the good, the bad, the ugly. I want to buy your vehicle in any kind of condition. Give me a call, 830-708-4789, or check my website, learntobuyandsellcars.com.
According to NHTSA, a new car crash is reported every 56 seconds in Texas. Thomas J. Henry handles serious auto accident cases and gets serious results for injured clients. To learn more or start your claim today, visit tjhlaw.com/radio. San Antonio, Texas.
Find new roads during Military Appreciation Month at Brown Chevrolet in Devine. For the best deals around, go see Brown.
From the Kinetico Water Softener Studio, the last water softener you'll ever own. This is News Radio 1200 WOAI, San Antonio, an iHeart radio station.
New revelations in the Uvalde school shootings. Good morning, I'm Brian Gann, in for Charity McCurdy with our top stories and traffic and weather together.
From the WOAI Traffic Center.
On the east side of town, we do have an accident working on Loop 410 northbound at Houston Street. It's kind of a left lane block, so it's causing about a 25-minute delay. Also on the east side, we have a disabled vehicle on the right shoulder of I-35 northbound at Merryman Road. And on the far north side, we have an accident reported on Stone Oak Parkway, just north of Heavener Road, reported there at the intersection of Knights Cross Drive. I'm Shauna Nance, News Radio 1200 WOAI.
Your Weather Channel forecast calling for mostly sunny today. There will be a few clouds. Look for a high in the upper 90s. 77 now at News Radio 1200 WOAI. A new report is out that says the first responders that responded to the school shooting in Uvalde last month were equipped with rifles and shields, but did not try to confront the gunman. Jacqueline Scott reports.
According to the Texas Tribune, surveillance footage shows the officers had access to ballistic shields along with at least 2 rifles within minutes of arriving at Robb Elementary School, but made no attempt to enter the classroom where the gunman was located. During this time, School Police Chief Pete Arredondo reportedly called a dispatcher and said he did not have the firepower to approach the shooter. The Tribune went on to say that a tool used to open locked doors was available to the officers in the early part of the shooting, but it was not brought into the building until an hour later. The shooting lasted 77 minutes before a Border Patrol team entered the classroom and killed the gunman. Jacqueline Scott, News Radio 1200 WOAI.
About 8 hours of testimony heard yesterday in a state House committee hearing in the Uvalde shootings. Uvalde resident Daniel Myers says residents want answers.
19 innocent children taken from us. Officers that signed up for the job to run into the fire hesitated. We want to know why.
Meanwhile, Myers told News 4 it was not right that yesterday's testimony took place behind closed doors. After the committee went into executive session, Brett Cross, his nephew, was killed in the Robb Elementary mass shooting, agreed, saying the testimony should have been public.
Like I say, it's ridiculous. It's irritating and it's frustrating.
Yesterday's testimony included Uvalde CISD Officer Adrian Gonzalez, Uvalde Police Chief Daniel Rodriguez, and Uvalde Police Sergeant Daniel Coronado, among others. Meanwhile, a Senate committee is set to hear more testimony today. The Texas School Safety Center at San Marcos is preparing to conduct intruder tests at all of the state schools starting this fall. Eric Lycum reports.
Following the Uvalde school shooting, Governor Greg Abbott instructed the center to conduct the test by the end of the summer. Director Kathy Martinez-Prather says conducting intruder tests is more effective while classes are in session than during the summer when school's out. She says Texas has 1,200 school districts and more than 9,000 schools, and she has a staff of 65. She says she hopes to test 75% of the school districts in the coming school year. Eric Lycum, News Radio 1200 WOAI.
Now an update to breaking news. A man is dead after being shot on the city's west side overnight at what police say may have been a targeted attack. The shooting took place just before midnight at Kolak and 36th Street at an intersection. Police say a van was stopped at the light when a car pulled up next to the van and someone inside opened fire. Van was struck about 10 times, hitting the driver, who then pulled onto a nearby parking lot and died. A woman in the van was also wounded and now is hospitalized. A 5-year-old child is dead after being left in a hot car for hours in Houston yesterday. Harris County Sheriff Ed Gonzalez says the child may not have known how to get out of the car.
We believe this is a rental vehicle, so perhaps the child wasn't as familiar with it. The door did not have any kind of child safety lock.
Gonzalez says the boy's mother and his sister had been out running errands preparing for her birthday party. When they got home, the mom and the girl got out of the car, but the 5-year-old boy did not. The mother later noticed several hours later that the boy was still inside the car and found the boy dead. U.S. Supreme Court set to deliver some major decisions in the coming days, some as early as today. Peter Alexander reports a leaked draft opinion already has revealed justices are ready to overturn Roe v. Wade.
The court expected to overturn Roe v. Wade, ending the constitutional right to an abortion. Now, if that happens, 13 states, Texas among them, already have what they call trigger laws that would immediately ban abortion.
Trigger law is expected to issue new opinions today and Thursday, and court watchers are waiting to see if the abortion ruling is among them. Now the latest on the war in Ukraine and the increasing tensions with Russia. Russian officials says 2 captured American military veterans should be held responsible for crimes they allegedly committed while volunteering with the Ukrainian forces.
You know, I left this on there from yesterday, but if we still want to do it at 20,
what's that?
That Trump's equal time.
Sure.
They haven't been heard from in nearly 2 weeks. Russia's RT channel reports they were captured by Russian-backed separatists.
Hop down, summer in the city.
People's Republic. The State Department has said it is closely monitoring the situation. I'm Brian Shook.
Record high gas prices won't stop Americans from celebrating Independence Day.
So you've never talked to Aaron Real before?
No.
Gasoline may be $5, even $6 a gallon, but Americans cooped up by COVID are determined
Never.
to travel for the 4th of July.
I was informed that she was up for the job. Imagine it's a she.
Yeah.
With Aaron spelled like that.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Yeah. I was told she would be trying out.
Dean Stone, good morning.
Dean Stone.
Dean Stone reminding us it is Taco Tuesday.
In my house, we just call it Tuesday.
Yes.
I could eat Mexican food every day of my life.
I have yet to go to Torchy's Tacos.
No.
So I hear they're very overpriced.
Very overpriced, and for me, it's not San Antonio tacos.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
And my daughter, you know, who lives right there, you know, right behind Bun and Barrel. Oh, we got to go. So we went with her, and I went, you know,
yeah.
Gotta be honest with you, I could have gone to a little Taco Rio down the street
and loved it
and got a lot better tacos, I think.
Yeah.
And everything there is separate, you know. You don't order a plate.
Wow.
You know, and that's where they get you.
Yeah.
It's like, boom.
And if you don't give me chips and salsa for free on the table, I got a problem.
And I don't know this for a fact, but I'm pretty sure they don't make their tortillas. They're store-bought tortillas.
Oh.
And how dare you charge me that much money and not make it and not have somebody there making tortillas?
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
So I've been one time and told the wife, I said, yeah, we'll not go back there.
And a little audacious that they would come here from Austin
and think that they're good. You know,
It's
of course
like
they found a niche because people like my daughter think they're great.
Yeah.
And I thought I'd raised you better. I really did. Where did I go wrong?
Peter Villarreal says for tacos come down to Laredo. I would assume Laredo's got some serious tacos.
That. Only problem is you have to go to Laredo.
The Fresca salsa at Chewy's.
Oh yeah.
I think they put crack in it. I could just
Have
eat it.
you tried Julio's yet?
I have not tried Julio's. In fact, I was in HEB.
Unless you want to, you know, because that's another thing. It's like crack. Dude.
The day of the, in fact, I'm going to HEB after the show again today. The day I was in HEB going, all right, what was the name of the chips?
Julio's. And I'm telling you right now,
Today's the
dude,
day.
And here's the thing: you open up a bag of
Got my HEB list right here.
You
Julio's.
open up a bag of Julio's. Don't worry about closing it.
It ain't getting closed.
No, and they're giant bags.
Now, their Julio's salsa is located
in the refrigerator
in
section.
the fridge. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
Now,
real,
is it in the meat section or is it over there
it's
in the
over
produce?
where it's over where the like sour cream and all that shit is. You'll see it. It sits by itself.
All right.
And together, I mean, you don't have to use their salsa. You can use other salsa.
But you recommend it.
It goes together. I mean, it's like, and I'm telling you, dude, they're so addictive, freaking addictive. You can't put the damn things down. That's why I don't buy them that much anymore, because I'll just sit there and eat them and eat them and eat them and eat them and eat them. Not there's anything wrong with it.
Especially on Taco Tuesday.
For music, radio, and podcasts, all in one.
San Antonio's first news on this first day of summer. Mr. T, along with Chris Duel, Brian Gann in for Charity McCurdy. Airlines are recovering from another difficult weekend. Why did it happen? Is this something that can be expected during the busy summer travel season? Answers to all those questions with national correspondent Aaron Real right after traffic and weather.
On the east side of town, we do have an accident working on Loop 410 northbound at Houston Street. It's kind of a left lane blocked. It's causing about a 25-minute delay. Also on the east side, we have a disabled vehicle on the right shoulder of I-35 northbound at Merryman Road. And on the far north side, we have an accident reported on Stone Oak Parkway, just north of Heaver Road, reported there at the intersection of Knights Cross Drive. I'm Sean and Ann's News Radio 1200 WOAI.
Mixture of clouds and sun today and tomorrow, highs in the upper 90s, near 100. Thursday, mainly sunny, highs 102. We're at 80 degrees. Great. Jeremy hits me with the Disco Beth.
Woo!
We're joined by national correspondent Aaron Real. So the airline's recovering from another difficult weekend. We know they canceled a bunch of flights, but why did this happen, Aaron?
Aaron, this is Chris. You talk about staffing issues. Is the main problem pilots? Is it a lack of pilots, or is it everything? Is it flight crew? Is it ground operations? Is staffing just a problem across the board with the airlines?
Okay, that does not make me feel good. There's a shortage of airline pilots. Does that mean that some pilots are flying maybe more than they should be?
And while you say that, Aaron, I wonder, as they restaff in the coming months, I mean, it would seem to me that the new pilots who come on board, and I know a lot of pilots come from military experience, so they're very well trained in aircraft and have many hours in the air. But we can probably expect a new generation of pilots who, at least when they first get on the job with the airlines, are not going to have a lot of hours necessarily in that aircraft.
So you're telling me on this, the first day of summer and the summer travel season is upon us, that it could be really, really bad?
Nice. Yeah, Clark Griswold will be pleased, Aaron, with that reference. I gotta wonder though, after the pandemic, Aaron, we saw so many incidents of airline passengers behaving badly, fights on airlines, passengers having to be subdued because they didn't want to wear a mask. Given these additional problems with the airlines, are the passengers behaving badly as they used to a number of months ago?
Yeah. All right, since you brought it up before we let you go, Aaron, why did they make the European Vacation movie? Yeah, please do, because I have been wanting that answer for quite some time. I mean, I love all the other ones, but why that one? Have a great day. That's national correspondent Aaron Riel.
Liked her.
Yeah, me too. Man, she was up.
Yeah, just
on top of it, and I like a good female voice. She's got a very good female voice.
Agree.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I'm going to call her and tell her, hey, can you just leave my voicemail message for me? That'd be great. Hi, this is Tim. You can't get to the phone right now.
And I love the pop culture exit question.
Well, she brought it up.
It's great,
come
though, yeah.
on. Come on, seriously. I've been wondering that since, I love the vacation movies, but that one by far, you can just throw that one away. That should have never been made. Obviously, they were going for the cash grab. Because stupid me, I went and saw it,
When I lived in LA, there's an all-night deli near Hollywood called Cantor's. And I'm in a booth at Cantor's, and over whoever I was there with shoulder, there was Beverly D'Angelo.
Oh my God.
And she was one of these women in person. She was gorgeous. She had like these gorgeous,
really?
and I'm like, oh my God. I always thought of her as the wife in the vacation. Yeah. She was good looking, but Clark's going for Christy Brinkley in real life. She was gorgeous.
Really?
Better looking in person than she was
that's
on
unusual.
Screen. Yeah.
Usually it's the opposite.
Yeah.
You look at them and go, God, how much makeup are they putting on
Exactly.
you?
No, and this was like 2 in the Cantor's.
Yeah.
People go there after hours.
Yeah. Well, it's the deli that never sleeps.
Exactly.
210-655-1111 or go to safeshowers.com. Hi everyone, it's Andy.
Well, since he's going to play Jailhouse Rock here, let's talk a little Elvis movie.
I love it. Yep.
And then I'm changing up at 20. I found this story that this year's World Cup, they're having it in Qatar.
Uh-huh.
For starters, sex is banned unless you're married. Extramarital sex is a crime in Qatar, punishable by up to 7 years in prison. Oh, and drinking and partying is also prohibited.
What could possibly go wrong?
So, okay, soccer is bad enough as it is, but sober?
Yeah. I have to drink just to make it bearable.
I have to drink just to say soccer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about that at 20 because we've got Decker coming up at 40, so we need a little levity. Just ahead of headlines, traffic and weather together on this, the first day of summer, and we are 3 days away from the Elvis movie hitting the very overpriced movie multiplex. Now, Jeremy got his tickets back in January, right?
That's crazy. Ooh.
And you're going Friday night.
See, I love it.
He's got the
opening
night. Decided white jumpsuit or the black, leather See, he can pull that off.
He
Me and
can.
you,
No.
me and you, we got to go in the jumpsuit.
I'm going
Yeah.
white jumpsuit. Now, will you eat a fried peanut butter and nanner sandwich before Friday night's Elvis movie?
He's smuggling it in. Yes, they do.
Yes.
Actually, Jeremy, you just tell them who you are.
Yeah.
And you have them make you one in the kitchen.
Yes.
Because they'll say, hey, 24-year-old Elvis fan Jeremy, oh, we'll make you a peanut butter banana sandwich. No, they'll do it for you. Lots of butter. Lots of butter. No, you're
you're the
now,
man.
Jeremy. Yeah, you don't need to use us anymore. You're on your own. All right, Brian, what else is going on?
Yeah.
Well, we already knew that. That's Monday.
Shooting say that they want the school district police chief to resign. COVID vaccinations available today for millions of the youngest Americans. Children ages 6 months to 5 years are now eligible to be vaccinated. And Russian President Vladimir Putin's spokesman says he cannot guarantee 2 U.S. military veterans captured in Ukraine won't face the death penalty. We'll have the very latest on that coming up at 8:30. Now traffic and weather together. From the WOAI Traffic Center.
Downtown, we have an accident working on 281 southbound at Grayson. It's going to have the right shoulder blocked. On the north side, we have an accident on the right shoulder of Loop 410 eastbound at San Pedro. On the west side, we have an accident blocking the right lane of Loop 410 frontage road northbound at Highway 151. On the west side, on Highway 90 eastbound at Nogalitos, we have an accident there on the right shoulder. And on the east side, Loop 410 northbound at Houston, we have an accident blocking the left lane. It's causing about a 30-minute delay. I'm Shauna Nance, News Radio 1200 WOAI.
This report is sponsored by TxDOT. Driving through oil and gas production areas can be challenging, so be extra cautious. Slow down, pay attention to road conditions, and remember, when passing, to make sure there's plenty
But only in the oil field. You can do it any other way. You just haul ass.
Smart. A message from TxDOT.
Mixture of clouds and sun today, tomorrow, highs in the upper 90s, near 100 both days. Thursday, mainly sunny, highs 102. It's 80 right now. You're just minutes away from Charlie Parker, his commentary. Jon Stewart receiving the Kennedy Center of Honor for American Humor. He'll give us details coming right up. But this year's World Cup tournament being held in the Middle Eastern nation of Qatar, and some strict rules will be enforced.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. See, I'm not a big fan of soccer to begin with. In the World Cup, I would turn it on from time to time if I was having trouble sleeping. It helps out a lot. Here's what's the rules they will be enforcing.
Okay.
For starters, sex is banned unless you're married.
Whoa.
Extramarital sex is a crime in Qatar, punishable by up to 7 years in prison.
Tough crowd.
Yeah. Oh, and drinking and partying are also prohibited.
Hey, I got to drink just to make soccer bearable.
I got to drink just to say soccer.
Yes.
A so-called insider says, quote, there is a feeling that this could be a very bad tournament indeed for fans.
I'm surprised that government, knowing that the international audience is coming in, wouldn't have rule-free zones. Where Sharia law will not necessarily be in effect here for the global soccer community.
So kind of like the Olympic Village.
Yeah.
Just have like a separate place.
Like a Sodom and Gomorrah,
Yeah.
where we can all do
And that's
whatever
what we could call it, Sodom and Gomorrah.
Sodom and
That'd be
Gomorrah
great.
town. Yes.
I just can't believe that they're. What are these players going to do? I mean, we know the game goes on forever.
Well, and we know pro athletes are used to a certain lifestyle.
Yes. I guess this year American team has an excuse for not making the cut, right?
Yeah.
Hey, we were off our game all the way around.
You may not want to go. Good point.
And their new slogan for the World Cup is making soccer lame again.
Again? We kid soccer.
No, I really can't stand it. I'm just not a fan.
I was the PA announcer for the San Antonio Scorpions when they existed. I once called a game. The final was 0-0. 0-0. We walked out of there. Nobody scored a goal.
And so who won?
Nobody. Especially the
The
patrons.
fans, yes. I mean, I have people try to sell me on soccer all the time, just what a great game it is.
It's the beautiful game. It's the beautiful game, man.
It's the most popular sport in the world.
We're Americans.
Not in my world. All right, so if you're looking forward to the World Cup, just know it's not going to be any fun at all for fans or the players. But you know what is fun? Is Charlie Parker telling us about Jon Stewart's award from the Kennedy Center Honor for American Humor.
Welcome to Tuesday, the first day of summer solstice, longest.
It's all you, baby.
Very nice. Robert Browning, welcome in.
For Jon Stewart.
When do you leave Japan, Robert? End of the week?
And do you really ever leave Japan?
True.
Doesn't Japan come with
Stays with you?
Jon Stewart's a funny guy. We know he is very passionate when it comes to topics that he cares about.
Okay, so what am I going to pimp and front sell? Hannity?
Hannity.
Okay.
That's all you got. Not much else going on.
Mark Twain Prize for American Humor.
So Peter Villarreal says also try Julio's queso.
Never tried the queso.
I may be trying all three today
because I can't get past the chips and salsa. I have yet to venture to the queso yet.
So, all right, here's my HEB
chocolate
list.
milk.
My mom loves chocolate milk.
Who doesn't?
Well, and Tim Merryman, maybe I'll bring some for Tim.
Every freaking day.
So I got chocolate milk on my list. The Januvia is a prescription for my mom. I'm shopping for my mom. But for me, Julio's chips, salsa, and now queso.
I don't see beer on there.
Oh, yeah, beer.
Because I'm telling you right now.
Got to have beer with the chips.
Oh, they go so well together.
And I've just added, thank you. I
match
don't want to forget the beer.
It's a match.
I've added beer to my HEB shopping list.
Murphy, George Carlin, Jonathan Winters, Richard Pryor, Bob Newhart.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
David Letter.
Valerie, we're listening to Charlie Parker right now.
Congratulations.
What are you talking about?
He's in the building.
Yeah. I'll go bring him in here and show him to you.
Again tonight, pbs.org at 8 p.m. I'm Charlie Parker.
There he is.
I was wondering, was that really Charlie?
Or is, yeah.
Was it?
Or it's like the Paul is dead thing,
Yes.
like the Beatles.
Yes.
Paul really died.
God, I remember all that shit.
Oh, and I was
28F.
like you. Yeah, I was the youngest, so my sisters were playing.
Oh, yeah.
The
Got
backwards.
that. Got that.
Turn me on. I think Revolution number 9 backwards. Turn me on, dead man. Turn me
Yeah.
on, dead man.
I
Turn me on,
buried
dead man.
Paul.
Yep.
Oh,
He
yeah.
said I buried. No, he said cranberry sauce. No, man, it's I buried Paul.
Yeah.
Wait, it's John buried Paul.
I remember all that. Like it was yesterday.
And on Sergeant Pepper's, the OPD was officially pronounced dead.
Yes, sir.
Instead of Ottawa Police
And I don't know
Department.
about you, man, but every freaking time I looked at that album, I saw something different. You know, I'd find somebody. Why is that person in there?
Such a great album. Everything about it, including the cover.
I'm telling you, man. The best, I think, the best album ever made. I mean, beginning to end, there was not a bad song. And they went together so well.
Up to 3 miles an hour, and they're airborne. Both the adult male and the female can fly. And the largest cockroach.
Robert Browning getting ready to leave Japan, drinking all the sake and eating all the Japanese curry I can in the next 36 hours. Very cool, sir. Okay, I should probably pay attention.
Damn long flight, man.
John Decker, Trump, Kevin McCarthy.
Yep.
And if they do, ABC does too at no extra charge. That's ABC 210-599.
No, what's weird is he's endorsed him for the 20th district, congressional district in California, but will not endorse him for Speaker of the House.
Never seen before collaboration as once in a lifetime moments you'll have to see to believe.
Friday, September 23rd and Saturday the 24th at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas.
Our 2022 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Buy your tickets now at AXS.com.
When is a garage more than a garage? When it's a workspace, a wood shop, or a home gym? When it's a craft room, an art studio, or a greenhouse? Your garage may be party central, a game room, a man cave, or a she shed. It's where you store your pride and joy. And it's where legendary bands are born. Your garage is more than just a garage. And Southwest Exteriors has a long-lasting, non-fading, ultra-durable concrete coating that's guaranteed for as long as you own your home. durable yet comfortable for the hours you spend in your garage. Go ahead, take your shoes off and give it the old tippy toe test. You know you want to. Southwest Exteriors can totally transform your garage with our special concrete coating. Normal installation by our trained experts takes just one day. Walk on it that same night and park on it the next day, so you can get back to living the life. For a complimentary, commitment-free consultation, visit southwestexteriors.com and let us give you the garage door you love coming home to.
Research shows listeners don't like it when ads interrupt their music. So to help you remember that Liberty Mutual customizes home insurance, we made this ad optional. If you want to skip this ad, remove your left earphone. Liberty Mutual customizes home insurance, so you only pay for what you need. It's the easy and smart way to save.
Check credit in green.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com. Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you
a needle in a haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter.
I found summer in the city.
ZipRecruiter.com/trial. That's ZipRecruiter.com/trial.
An accident with a company car, truck, SUV, van, or fleet vehicle is not just another car accident. Thomas J. Henry handles serious company vehicle accident cases and gets serious results for injured clients. Visit tjhlaw.com/radio. San Antonio, Texas.
Back to doing what I love and more. Thanks to the Good Feet store.
I'm a martial artist, pilot, mountain biker, hiker. The thing that brings me down is my feet. When they talked me into going into the Good Feet store, the salesperson there immediately started investing himself in my problem. This is not something that you can solve online. There's got to be somebody there that can help you find that fit. You put in the art supports and your day becomes better and the clouds go away and it's a good life. Call 210-598-8859 or visit one of our 2 locations across from the North Star Mall in the Best Buy Center next to Freebirds, or our new location on the corner of 1604 in Alamo Ranch next to Mattress Firm.
Thanks to the Good Feet store.
Individual investigator, consultant physician for medical conditions. Visit our website, goodfeetsanantonio.com. Come in and try the Good Feet feeling today. Comfort, energy, performance, and pain relief. Good Feet arch supports are proudly made in the USA.
Cambridge Auto Center opens at 7 a.m., ready to help you with all auto repairs and maintenance. Visit cambridgeauto.com for appointments.
This is News Radio 1200 WOAI, San Antonio, and iHeartRadio station.
New revelations about the Uvalde school shootings. Good morning, I'm Brian Gann, in for Charity McCurdy with our top stories in traffic and weather together.
From the WOAI Traffic Center.
Downtown, we have an accident working on 281 southbound at Grayson. It's going to have the right shoulder blocked. On the north side, we have an accident on the right shoulder of Loop 410 eastbound at San Pedro. On the west side, we have an accident blocking the right lane of Loop 410 frontage road northbound at Highway 151. On the west side, on Highway 90 eastbound at Nogalitos, we have an accident there on the right shoulder. And on the east side, Loop 410 northbound at Houston, we have an accident blocking the left lane. It's causing about a 30-minute delay. I'm Shauna Nance, News Radio 1200 WOAI.
This report is sponsored by Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel.
The Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel summer giveaways are coming in hot. Sign up for your Players Club card at LuckyEagleTexas.com to enter our big revved up giveaway and take home $25,000 cash. The new 2022 Dodge Durango. Enjoy a wonderful experience at Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel.
Your Weather Channel forecast, another sunny, hot day ahead. Look for a high today, about 98. It's 79 now at News Radio 1200 WOAI. Parents of children who were killed in last month's school shooting in Uvalde want the school district police chief to resign. An emotional school board meeting was held last night with parents and other members of the community calling for Chief Pete Arredondo to step down.
I'm surprised they haven't asked for his head. Yeah, pitchforks and torches might be appropriate.
They should have just gone in there and done their job. Basically, they just didn't do their job.
A new report is out today saying the officers that first responded to the shooting were equipped with rifles and some shields, but did not confront the gunman. Here's Mark Mayfield.
According to the Texas Tribune, surveillance footage shows the officers had access to ballistic shields along with at least 2 rifles within minutes of arriving at Robb Elementary, but made no attempt to enter the classroom where the gunman was located. During this time, school police chief Pete Arredondo reportedly called a dispatcher and said he did not have the firepower to approach the shooter.
Well.
The shooting lasted 77 minutes before a border patrol team entered the classroom and killed the gunman. I'm Mark Mayfield.
Now an update to breaking news.
So about 43:30 to get out of this one?
44.
44? Okay.
44.
A targeted attack. The shooting took place just before midnight near 36th and Kolak. Police say a van was stopped at the light when a car pulled up next to them and opened fire. The van was struck about 10 times, hitting the driver, then pulled over to a nearby parking lot. He died a short time later. A woman in the van was also wounded and is now hospitalized. The family of a Houston Baptist University college basketball
Thank you, Robert.
killed in a mass shooting in Harlem this week is speaking out.
We love him. We're going to miss him. I don't know what I'm going to do. That's my other half. My mother's never supposed to bury a kid. Never.
Never, I said never.
My brother's 21 years old. How are we burying him?
21-year-old Darius Lee, who was set to graduate from Houston Baptist, was the university's leading scorer and rebounder this past season. A Texas 5-year-old is dead after being left inside a hot car for several hours outside of a Houston home yesterday. Joy Berger
Still don't get it, man.
Sheriff Ed Gonzalez says the mother and her 2 children returned home from running errands for a birthday party yesterday, but only the mother and older child exited the vehicle.
And obviously, with this kind of heat, a child's body heat goes up 3 or 5 times faster than for adults. So after about 104 degrees, the child.
Usually unbuckled and opened the car door himself. This time, however, he didn't. Officials are warning parents to look before you lock, meaning always check the back seat before you lock the door. Joy Bergen, News Radio 1200 WOAI.
Many farmers across Texas are feeling the pressures of the economy and a drought. Cibolo farmer Ray Joy Fonsteel says
Excuse me?
things are very dry right now.
Is that indeed your real name?
Green, very green in this area. It's just the moisture is lacking.
Fonsteel telling News 4 the economy is also hitting farmers hard with increased prices for fuel and
There's your boy.
supplies. The price of
Gots
fertilizer
to go.
spiked over the past year. Texas is getting $2 million in federal funds for research on ways to protect the state's water supply. Congressman Lloyd Doggett says the climate's having a big impact on the state.
We, of course, are living with the consequences of the climate crisis, with parched fields in the drought, with dried out riverbeds, and in wildfires that have been blazing across not only the West, but here in Texas as well.
Researchers at the Meadows Center for Water and the Environment in San Marcos will be
And do you
looking at
find it
several of the
just
threats
odd
facing the
that
state's
people
water
that are
supply and look for
against this
solutions
abortion
to those
decision
problems.
want to kill a judge?
It is
I mean,
ironic.
Yeah. It's like, what the hell are you guys thinking?
Michael Castor has more on this.
Yeah, and that's the flip of your pro-life people
Yeah.
loving the death penalty.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. What? Huh? What? Huh? What? Huh?
Gigafactory plant in Nevada in May and June. They argued the law requires 60 days notice and that Tesla told employees the firings were effective immediately. CEO Elon Musk called the lawsuit trivial and without standing. I'm Michael Kastner.
Gas prices are down slightly today. AAA says the average price statewide sits at $4.63 a gallon. That's down 2 pennies from yesterday, down 5 cents from a week ago, but it is still nearly $1.90 more than a year ago. Traffic and weather together coming up in a minute, but first a check of your money and the world of business. Here's Ed Corey live from the Bloomberg News Desk.
Now we've opened high.
now, since I'm not used to looking for Jeremy's cue,
I will let you know.
okay.
Just look at me and I'll give you a thumbs up when it's ready. Okay? Because I can see when he comes on.
Ah, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Probably fall as mortgage rates exceed 6%.
And I can tell you right now, we're going to be a little bit early, so you can front sell a bunch. You know, coming up.
Okay.
Sean Hannity, Jeremy, the youngest Elvis fan ever alive. You know, like I said. And that right there, man, that girl's been missing for how many months?
My God.
And I tell you what, man. I would, and oh, she was just at the playground. It's just right there. If you're not watching your kid, what do you think, man?
No matter where you are, we are live anywhere.
Look at that neighborhood.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, it's even worse.
Yeah. It just, I don't understand.
Yeah.
Downtown, we've been accident.
My God, look at that neighborhood.
Yeah, no shit. That's where the Grey Poupon people live.
Yeah.
Spurs.
Spurs.
On the west
Yeah.
side, the accident we had working on Loop
They're not
410
gonna tell us
northbound
anything.
frontage road at Highway
No,
151
not yet.
has also
3
been
o'clock.
cleared.
3 o'clock,
On the
Chris.
west side,
3
we had
o'clock.
an accident on the right shoulder of Highway 90
Grey
eastbound
Poupon,
at
maybe.
Nogalitos, and on the east
Ooh,
side,
that-
Loop 410 northbound at
I still thought the
Houston.
coolest one was when the Milwaukee Bucks had the Harley Davidson logo.
Yeah, now
Yeah,
that's,
that was cool.
yeah.
And I guarantee you there was a lot of people that bought Milwaukee's Bucks jerseys just because it said Harley on it.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing. Watching that parade yesterday, there was 3 players that wore their uniforms to the parade.
That's, I didn't realize that.
Draymond Green was one of them.
Wow.
And I thought, well, wait, guys, have you not taken your uniform off since the other night? That was last week. Yuck.
Afternoon, some scattered clouds, partly to mostly sunny, high 100 degrees, plus a 10% rain chance.
And of course, Steve Kerr had the night shirt on.
Ah,
Yeah. I thought, you know, Steve, I expect more from you.
I'm not down with that.
No.
Okay, so I'm looking for your cue.
Yeah,
on John
just
Decker.
I will give you the thumbs up when he's
Cool,
there.
man.
Half of his salary. I'll give you all the details. Download the Ben Ferguson podcast now.
Give me a little Fleetwood Mac. San Antonio's first news. I'm Chris Duel, along with Mr. T, Tim Merryman, the boss man, Brian Gann, in for Charity McCurdy in the 24-hour news center, and Jeremy Kolak, who already has his tickets to Friday night's premiere of the Elvis movie. He is your Soundscape stylist, making the entire show go. Coming up in just a few minutes, we're going to talk with our White House correspondent, John Decker. A lot of people just automatically assumed that if indeed the Republicans take back the House in the midterms, that the Speaker of the House will become, who is now Minority Leader, Kevin McCarthy. Not so fast. Former President Donald Trump not necessarily supporting Kevin McCarthy. We'll dive into that, learn more about it coming up in just a few moments. And don't forget, coming up a little bit later at the top of the hour, before the top of the hour, Sean Hannity's Morning Minute, brought to you by Insperity. And while all this is going on, Mr. T, Tim Merryman, I am still waiting. We talked about it earlier in the morning. The San Antonio Spurs, 3 o'clock today, will make an announcement, a new partner sponsor, and will apparently be the sponsor of the jersey patch. Frost Bank now sponsoring the plaza of the new facility the Spurs are building. So it's been Frost Bank on the Spurs jerseys since 2018, and we'll find out who the next jersey patch will be at 3 o'clock this afternoon.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see who it's going to be, because that's a big partnership, a lot of money for the Spurs, and it helps out.
And you were telling me the Milwaukee Bucks had the Harley Davidson patch.
That was cool.
Hopefully it's something cool. We will find out. Well, let's dive in to the latest involving who might be the next Speaker of the House, assuming that the Republicans take back the House in the midterm elections. Let's check in with White House correspondent John Decker. John, how are you this morning? Now, John, it had been assumed by so many people that Kevin McCarthy, the minority leader, if indeed the Republicans, and they're expected to take back the House in November, would be the Speaker of the House. But Donald Trump not necessarily supporting that at this point.
Now, you talked about the relationship. Now, is it rocky because of the comments that Kevin McCarthy allegedly made in that GOP leadership phone call back in January? Okay.
Yes. John, I love the prophecy, and we will put this into a time capsule and see if it is Steve Scalise. I've heard some other people say Louis Gohmert or Jim Jordan. Why do you go with Scalise? A great update and a little bit of prophecy there from White House correspondent John Decker. John, thank you so much. Coming up, news headlines, traffic, and weather together, and we're very close to Sean Hannity's Morning Minute, brought to you by Insperity on News Radio 1200 WOAI.
I can't believe we're already halfway.
Good job, Tim.
Yeah, and I was going to start off with this.
You might want to on people that we don't have on every day.
Right. Yeah.
You might want to just to get them
to
get them into the, hey, this is Chris. I'm here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Totally agree.
So they start remembering your voice.
Yeah. Now I gotta. I know. I get that loud and clear after that one.
As you sleep,
All right.
keep you breathing normally and sleep.
Okay, so we're gonna do something quick here, and then we're gonna talk Foo Fighters. They got that tribute for Taylor Hawkins going on in 2 different places in September, and they just added more people to the lineup. And you know, it's only in London and Los Angeles, but you know they're recording it and will be available on some sort of streaming service.
No hose, just sleep. Conspires not for everyone.
And I like the Foo Fighters. Big fan.
Well, given your Dave Grohl for the coolest
Dave
rocker
Grohl
ever.
He is cool, man. He is cool. He's cool, and he cares about his fans. That's what makes him cool. He gives a shit. And he's a huge Beatles fan.
I like him even more now.
You know, because his mom got him into the Beatles when he was a kid, and he's a huge Beatles fan.
Raised him well.
Yes, she did.
All right, man. Julio's. I'm
seriously, dude. You're gonna come back tomorrow and go, damn it! I wish you would have never told me.
I'll gain 3 pounds overnight.
They're just so fucking good, man. You know, light and the seasoning they put on them is the key. That's the key right there.
I do like light. That's part of why I like
the
Chewy's chips are light, and then just dig into that Fresco salsa.
Yes, sir. Now you can report back if you actually find the queso, whether the queso is worth it or not, because I have yet.
I don't know where I'd look for queso. Maybe it's near the chip.
It would probably be where the salsa is.
Okay.
Just knowing how the HEB works.
Okay.
Because I can't remember where I saw it. But they are phenomenal, man. Damn it! Now I got to go to HEB.
So does Charlie have you doing something this
morning? I am going to actually have him pull in, and I've got 3-4 words he's got to record for those cues to text. I was going to wait till Wednesday to have him do them. But if I can get him today, I can update him tomorrow. So
sure.
Why not? He's here. It'll take about 10 seconds for him to do it. So.
And potentially cause hyperinflation. That is why you must take action to protect your savings right now. Hi, this is Stephen K. Bannon, and I urge you to diversify your retirement account.
Can I get a summer song here instead of the Nirvana? And then in that very last segment, I put a Foo Fighters song in here. Those were the days. Can you come back with it?
To get your free copy, just text the word protect to 989898. It's crucial for you to get this information before an economic disaster is in full swing.
It's a disaster.
Disaster.
Only I can fix it.
Man, I like that Sports Center shirt you're wearing.
Thank you very much.
Do they know that that's the Sports Center logo?
Action, action,
They've had this logo forever, so Sports Center stole it. Yeah.
The most exciting
We'll see how they let him get away with that.
happening right now at Diamonds Direct. Pick any jewelry piece, pay nothing down, and get 5 years, 0 interest financing. Imagine that $4,000 return.
So Steve Scalise, I'm gonna remember that because I do like me some Steve Scalise.
Yeah.
Interesting. One comment screwed you up there, Kevin. Could have had your dream job.
See how much he kisses his butt, though.
Oh yeah.
For the next
Come
few
on,
months
Donald.
to try to change his
I love
mind.
you, man.
When I started looking into this, I saw that Ethiopia is doing better than the United States. Maybe it's time for
Ethiopia.
to lead the world. The Glenn Beck program this morning on News Radio 1200 WOAI.
Throw the frisbee over here.
Yes.
Welcome into the first day of summer on San Antonio's First News. It's first day of summer everywhere, but we're celebrating it right here on San Antonio's First News with, of course, some summer songs. And summer just brings out that throw me the frisbee kind of mentality.
Yes, I'll be looking for a summer breeze later this afternoon.
Oh, they're there, but
if
they're
I
just
can
really
find one.
warm.
Yes.
They're just really warm breezes right now, but they are summer breezes.
Yeah.
And I was never a big Seals and Crofts fan, but I did like that song.
It's a tremendous song.
Yeah, it's perfect for today being the first day of summer.
Mm-hmm.
And the summer solstice, the longest day of the year, which is really hard to tell, isn't it?
Well, but yeah, I mean, you realize when we go to bed to be here in the morning, it's like, well, sun's still up.
Yeah,
this is weird.
Yeah,
but
well, it's not weird anymore. You've been doing it for as long as we have it. It's not weird anymore. It's weird if you go to sleep and it's dark outside. That's when it's weird. All right, Brian, what else is going on? Speaking of weird, here's Brian.
Where parents were urging the school district's police chief to resign. Russian President Vladimir Putin's spokesman says he cannot guarantee two U.S.
Foo Fighters here, right?
captured in Ukraine will face the death
Thank you,
penalty. And it's an update
Jeremy.
so
If it's
far
okay
on
if I
Wall
call you
Street
Jeremy.
now opened up more than 400 points. Now traffic and weather together. From the WOAI Traffic Center.
Downtown, we have an accident working on 281 southbound at Grayson. It's going to have the right shoulder block, so expect slight delay. Also on the west side of town, the accident we had working on Highway 90 eastbound and Navalitos has been cleared. And on the east side, the accident we had working for most of the morning on Loop 410 northbound and Houston Street has also been cleared. If you happen to see any traffic issues, give us a call on the traffic tip line. The number is 210-785-2601. I'm Shauna Nance, News Radio 1200 WOAI.
This report is sponsored by Northern Tool and Equipment. Power buys are back at Northern Tool and Equipment for a limited time. Save $50 on the clutch welding table with toolkit or 50% on an Ironton 7-inch car polishing kit. Now only $59.99. Shop in-store or online at northerntool.com.
Mixture of clouds and sun today and tomorrow. Highs upper 90s, near 100 both days. And on Thursday, mainly sunny, highs 102. It's 80 right now. Well, the Foo Fighters are putting on a tribute to Taylor Hawkins. They're doing 2 concerts, one in London on September 23rd, the other in LA on the 27th of September. The lineup for London, this is kind of cool. Now, if you can't make it to London or LA, I know that they'll be filming this and recording this and it'll be released at a later date. But here's the lineup for London right now. Geddy Lee and Alex Lifeson from Rush, Chrissy Hines of the Pretenders, Liam Gallagher of Oasis, Roger Taylor and Brian May of Queen, Stuart Copeland, and Chris Chaney from Jane's Addiction. And they've also added from Dave Grohl's Nirvana bandmate Chris Novoselic. Yeah, it's easy for me to say. He will be there. Led Zeppelin's John Paul Jones, Nile Rodgers, and Chris Rock will make an appearance in London.
I was about to say, it sounds like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but now you add Chris Rock, and we got a whole new thing going on there.
And for the Los Angeles show, includes Miley Cyrus, Alanis Morissette, Joan Jett, Brad Wilt from Rage Against the Machine, Chad Smith from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and he plays with Sammy from time to time in the Circle, will also be there. And they've just added Pink, Leanne Rimes, John Paul Jones will be in both of them, and Nancy Wilson also in the Los Angeles show.
Huge
lineups. I mean, Taylor Hawkins had a big following. He was a great drummer and just a great musician, and unfortunately left us too soon. And this is a tribute. And once again, if you're can't make it to the shows in London or in LA, just know that they're filming this and it will be released at a later date.
It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it. I'm a big fan of the Foo Fighters. Dave Grohl, coolest guy in rock and roll, I think.
Now, alive. Now, the coolest guy ever was Jimi Hendrix, with an honorable mention to Lennon and some guy named Jim Morrison.
I remember
cool.
Jim Morrison. I remember him.
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll do that at a later time and get your input on who do you think the coolest man in rock and roll is. And you forgot Mick Jagger.
Mick Jagger's sort of cool. Yep. My bad.
Cool.
My bad, Mick. Yep, Mick, you're way cool.
All right, it is now time for your Sean Hannity Morning Minute, and it is brought to you by Insperity.
Woo! All right, everybody. Thanks for being with us. Robert Browning.
Put it in the books. Wrap that puppy up.
Enjoy your
It's over.
Hours in Japan. See you tomorrow morning. Adios, amigos. Or, as Rick Perry would say, adios, mofo.